Hi, my name is Clocracy or Chloe. I'm a content creator for QoR. I'm team captain of Clown Car. And I'm a VCT Game Changers player.
I'm Danny. I'm a host of the QoRcast, and I make YouTube videos, and I'm not a Valorant player. Okay,
Who's
Noel,
next?
you're up.
Fudge! Yo, I'm not good at this, man. All right. My name is Dr. Noel. People know me as Noel. I am from the Bahamas, probably known as the #1 CS:GO, Valorant, Call of Duty player in the Bahamas, quote unquote.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of people. And I'm usually known as the Brimstone One Trick. So yeah, because of how aggressively I play Brimstone. And I am a content creator for QoR Gaming as well.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie or Kenzie Q. I'm a Valorant content creator. I make Valorant YouTube videos and TikToks, and I stream DGen hours on Twitch. And yeah, I'm part of the Clown Car.
Well, my next shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yo, my name's Hexe, and I grind the game 24 hours a day. I'm low-key crazy at the video game. I stopped streaming a little bit, but I'm getting back into it low-key. But I'm ready to win.
Yes,
He
sir.
looks like
Let's
he's
go.
high on Valorant. He looks like he's living in the servers.
I gotta ask, who came up with the name Clown Car?
It was
There's a
close, bro.
certain-
Yeah,
It was a
so
certain
good.
team
Yeah.
captain.
Boys, this is
Okay,
no
well,
democracy in here.
listen, I asked the day before, I was like, what do you want the name to be? And then I got one bad name from Ennis, so we don't gotta talk about that. And I was like,
What else
okay,
is new?
let me just think of a name on the spot. And then I was thinking, you know how everyone like uses their names in it. So I was like, oh, Clocracy's Clowns. And I was like, that sounds kind of not good. So then I put Clown Car, and then I didn't tell them. So,
Wait, you
Yeah,
just
we didn't have any word in this.
Yeah, we didn't have a say.
Happened. No, it just kind of
The name just happened, and I just saw the logo made by Kenzie, and I was like, oh, this is great.
there's a lot of returning faces here from previous Creator Cups. Is there any team or anyone that you guys are excited to play up against, or anyone that you guys have like ongoing battles with, anything like that?
I think it was Taco's team that I saw, and I was kind of intimidated by that because I believe Daddy Dezel is on Taco's team, and if I'm not mistaken, and there's beef between Daddy Dezel and I because we queued together and we 5-stacked together, and she low-key throws my elo, so
Oh,
yeah. She better watch it.
I don't have beef with anybody, but I want to play against Kaide.
Yo, well, what did we say,
Yeah.
Loki?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to play versus Kaide because she's my friend, and then Lil Grizzly's on the team, and then I'm literally here with Tia, bro. I just want to like dismantle them, not messing around.
We didn't talk about that part, the dismantling part.
Dismantle it, bro.
if a Valorant agent was, made based off your team captain, how they make their own decisions here, as I'm seeing, what would their ultimate ability be called?
I actually think it would just be
Just
called
run people
Clown
over
Car.
with a car.
like it would literally be just a clown car, and behind the clown car, I think it would be kind of like fire, like Brimstone's
Oh.
Molly, in like a mass way, and it would just kind of be like a red carpet, like like in your match history, just zooming across.
That's just
I think it would
that's
just be like a blind guy driving a car and it just like hit somebody, Like,
You can also do team damage, imagine.
Oh god.
I don't have words for this Clown Car whole scheme, I'll be honest. Who do you guys think is the mascot of this team?
The mascot, yeah, like look,
Yeah,
he raised his hand.
Ah, let's go.
We didn't even have to tell him to; he just wants to.
Ah, no.
And with that being said, who do you guys think is going to be the carry for this team? Who's going to bring it home?
Actually, probably Hexy also. Yeah, look at him.
it's
But
not
it's
gonna
kind
be
of like
me.
he has the confidence, but does he have the skill to back it up? Is the question.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Shade.
Who do you think is going to throw the most then?
And
That's
it's
me.
come.
That's me. That's me. I'm not
Danny
flexible.
hasn't played
I don't
for
play
over
this
a
game.
year.
This isn't my
Yeah.
main game.
I saw no other hands being raised. I kind of feel
No
bad
one's
about
gonna
that
throw,
one.
bro, because if we lose the round, we lose as a team. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one person.
Yeah, except
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
Danny. Then it's
You
one
can't
person.
just blame everything on me. Come on.
Exactly. You can't blame it all on Danny.
Just
bro.
say it now that you're talking all this shit. I'm gonna like, if there's one game that I outfrag you, it's over. I'm not letting you hear the end of it.
That would be crazy. I actually want to see
no.
that happen.
Now I do have a very important question to ask you guys. Are we waffle fans or pancake fans?
Pancake, bro.
Canada,
Pancake.
Canada, pancakes,
Ooh.
pancakes.
Pancake.
Okay.
Why can't it be both? But also,
Both.
like, it depends on the mood, you know? Like, sometimes I'm in a waffle mood, sometimes I'm in a pancake mood.
What is the difference? One of them just got like squares in it, and the other one
Yeah.
is like a fucking circle.
No, it's like waffles are hard and
The
like
texture.
crunchy. And also like when I think of like waffles, I always think of like, okay, the first time I went to like America, like they had like an IHOP and there was like chicken and waffles, and I was like, what is
yeah.
going on? I was like,
That's like
what
a
is going
southern
on?
thing.
Yeah, that's a
I
southern
couldn't
thing.
understand it, and it was everywhere. It was like at every restaurant. So
You don't
pancakes.
like chicken and waffles?
No, pancakes.
Damn.
Pancakes.
The final stretch of the question. Do you guys think you're making it to land?
Easy.
I believe so.
Easy
Fuck
clap.
yes, bro.
I believe so.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try my best so I can meet Kenzie.
I will try my best. I will put all of my I got a new mouse. Oh my god. So I'm gonna try extra hard, and we're definitely getting to land. I retired the old ancient G705 and we leveled up. Let's go. So we're winning.
Wait, which mouse did you
I
get?
did it for the mouse. The Pulsar
It looks like a G
X2.
Pro.
Oh, okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah,
That's good.
so we leveled up, so we're winning. Winning so I can meet Chloe, winning so I can meet Chris, winning so I can meet Danny, winning so I can meet Noel, we're winning. And Daddy,
Yes.
that's all I'm coming for you, so let's go. That's all
Oh,
I'm
Damn.
Wow.
Hello, my name is Wind, and I'm a part of Chrome's Crash Outs. I'm a content creator and streamer.
Hi, I'm Chrome. I am the founder of Chrome's Crash Outs, the team that will win first place this Creator Cup. And I'm a Valorant Twitch streamer.
So Chrome, you're saying that you're gonna win this runs of the Creator Cup. What's bringing all the confidence this time?
I mean, we've always been really confident, even with the odds that we had last cup. We were really surprised we made it so far into second place. But now this time, not only do we have Brandon, who is a new player, actually, I think it is our duelist Hikyo's duo, who's really good, really good. We not only have a powerful player, but we also have we've had more time to play with each other, and just we've always been really confident. So this is just really like solidifying that.
Who do you think is gonna cause the most trouble for your team or in your team?
I think, unfortunately, it would probably be me. Because last Creator Cup, what happened was the final game, my anxiety and the pressure got to me, and I went, I think, almost triple negative compared to other games where I would match MVP or be like second frag. I think that I'm gonna try my best to prevent that from happening again. But I think if anybody were to falter or be inconsistent, it would be me.
In that case, who do you think is gonna carry for this team?
I mean, the answer is pretty obvious. Either Brandon or Hikyo, but probably Brandon.
I already probably know the answer to this based off your previous responses and the huge ego this team is bringing in. But do you think
Yeah.
do you think you guys are making it to land?
Yeah, I think I'm very sure. If it's not this cup, it's definitely gonna be the next cup. But we're a team.
Wait, that's Loki Aura. Wait, hold on.
Aura,
That's
yeah,
Loki
I fuck
Aura.
with it.
Oh my gosh. All
This is
right.
perfect. Thank you, guys.
Alright.
Wind. Wind.
Was I supposed to answer that?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Clocracy or Chloe. I'm a content creator for QoR. I'm team captain of Clown Car, and I'm a VCT Game Changers player.
I'm Danny. I'm a host of the QoR cast, and I make YouTube videos, and I'm not a Valorant player. Okay,
Who's
Noel,
next?
you're up.
Fudge! Yo, I'm not good at this, man. All right. My name is Dr. Noel. People know me as Noel. I am from the Bahamas, probably known as the #1 CS:GO, Valorant, Call of Duty player in the Bahamas, quote unquote.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of people. And I'm usually known as the Brimstone one trick. So yeah, because of how aggressively I play Brimstone. And I am a content creator for QoR gaming as well.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie or Kenzie Q. I'm a Valorant content creator. I make Valorant YouTube videos and TikToks, and I stream degen hours on Twitch. And yeah, I'm part of the Clown Car.
Well, my next shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, my name's Hexe, and I grind the game 24 hours a day. I'm low-key crazy at the video game. I stopped streaming a little bit, but I'm getting back into it low-key. But I'm ready to win.
Yes,
He
sir.
looks like
Let's
he's
go.
high on Valorant. He looks like he's living in the servers.
I gotta ask, who came up with the name Cloud Car?
It was
There's a
close, bro.
certain,
Yeah,
there's a
so
certain team
Yeah.
captain.
boys, this is not
Okay, well,
democracy
cause
in here.
listen, I asked the day before, I was like, what do you want the name to be? And then I got one bad name from Ennis, so we don't gotta talk about that. And I was like,
What else
okay,
is new?
let me just think of a name on the spot. And then I was thinking, you know how everyone like uses their names in it. So I was like, oh, Clocracy's Clowns. And I was like, that sounds kind of not good. So then I put Clown Car, and then I didn't tell them. So,
Wait, you
Yeah,
just
we didn't have any word in this.
Yeah, we didn't have a say.
No, it just kind of
The name just happened, and I just saw the logo made by Kenzie, and I was like, oh, this is great.
there's a lot of returning faces here from previous Creator Cups. Is there any team or anyone that you guys are excited to play up against, or anyone that you guys have like ongoing battles with, anything like that?
I think it was Taco's team that I saw, and I was kind of intimidated by that because I believe Daddy Dezel is on Taco's team, and if I'm not mistaken, and there's beef between Daddy Dezel and I because we queued together and we 5-stacked together, and she low-key throws my elo, so
Oh,
Dang.
she better watch
Unfortunate.
it.
I don't have beef with anybody, but I want to play against Kaide.
Yo, well, what did we say,
Yeah.
Loki?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to play versus Kaide because she's my friend, and then Lil Grizzly's on the team, and then I'm literally here with Tia, bro. I just want to like dismantle them, not mess around.
We didn't talk about that part, the dismantling part.
Dismantle it, bro.
if a Valorant agent was, made based off your team captain, you know how they make their own decisions here, as I'm seeing, what would their ultimate ability be called?
I actually think it would just be
Just
called
run people
Clown
over with a
Car.
car.
like it would literally be just a clown car, and behind the clown car, I think it would be kind of like fire, like Brimstone's
Oh.
Molly, in like a mass way, and it would just kind of be like a red carpet, like like in your match history, just zooming across.
That's just
I think it would
that's
just be like a blind guy driving a car. And It's like hit somebody, you know? Like,
You can also do team damage. Imagine.
Oh
yeah.
god.
I don't have words for this clown car whole scheme. I'll be honest. Who do you guys think is the mascot of this team?
The mascot? Yeah, like look,
Yeah,
he literally
him.
raised his hand.
Ah, let's go.
We didn't even have to tell him to. He just wants to.
Ah, no.
And with that being said, who do you guys think is going to be the carry for this team? Who's going to bring it home?
Actually, probably Hexy also. Yeah, look at him.
It's
But
not
it's
gonna
kind
be
of like
me.
he has the confidence, but does he have the skill to back it up? Is the question.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shade.
Who do you think is going to throw the most then?
And
That's
it's
me.
hum.
That's me. That's me. I'm not
Danny
flexible.
hasn't played
I don't
for
play
over
this
a
game.
year.
This isn't
Yeah.
my main game.
I saw no other hands being raised. I kind of feel
No
bad
one's
about
gonna
that
throw,
one.
bro, because if we lose the round, we lose as a team. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one person.
Yeah, except
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
Danny.
You,
then it's
you
one
can't
person.
just blame everything on me. Come on.
Exactly. You can't blame it all on Danny.
Just
bro.
say it now that you're talking all this shit. I'm gonna like, if there's one game that I outfrag you, it's over. I'm not letting you hear the end of it.
That'll be crazy. I actually want to see that happen.
Now, I do have a very important question to ask you guys. Are we waffle fans or pancake fans?
Pancake, bro.
Pancake.
Canada,
Pancake.
pancakes.
Ooh.
Pancakes. Okay.
Why can't it be both? But
Both.
also, like, it depends on the mood, you know? Like, sometimes I'm in a waffle mood, sometimes I'm in a pancake mood.
What is the difference? One of them just got like squares in it, and the other one
Yeah.
just like a fucking circle.
No, it like waffles are hard
The
and like
texture.
crunchy. And also like when I think of like waffles, I always think of like, okay, the first time I went to like America, like they had like an IHOP and there was like chicken and waffles, and I was like, what
Oh,
is
yeah.
going on? I was like,
That's like
what
a
is going
southern
on?
thing.
Yeah, that's a
I
southern
couldn't
thing.
understand it, and it was everywhere. It was like at every restaurant. So
You don't like
pancakes.
chicken and waffles?
No, pancakes.
Damn.
Pancakes.
The final stretch of the question. Do you guys think you're making it to land?
Easy.
I believe so.
Easy
Fuck
clap.
yes, bro.
I believe so.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try my best so I can meet Kenzie.
I will try my best. I will put all of my I got a new mouse. Oh my god. So I'm gonna try extra hard and we're definitely getting to land. I retired the old ancient G705 and we leveled up. Let's go. So
Wait,
we're
wait,
winning.
wait. Which mouse did you
I
get?
did it for the mouse. The Pulsar
It looks like a
X2.
G Pro.
Oh, okay, okay. That's a good choice.
Yeah,
That's good.
so we leveled up. So we're winning. Winning so I can meet Chloe. Winning so I can meet Chris. Winning so I can meet Danny. Winning so I can meet Noel. We're winning. And Daddy,
Yes.
that's all I'm coming for you. So let's go. That's
Oh,
all. I'm gonna say.
Damn.
Wow. Wait, that's Loki Aura. Wait, hold on.
Aura,
That's
yeah,
Loki
I fuck
Aura.
with it.
Oh my gosh.
This
All
is
right.
perfect. Thank you,
All
guys.
right.
Wind. Wind.
Was I supposed to answer that?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Clocracy or Chloe. I'm a content creator for QoR. I'm team captain of Clown Car, and I'm a VCT Game Changers player.
I'm Danny. I'm a host of the QoR cast, and I make YouTube videos, and I'm not a Valorant player. Okay,
Who's
Noel,
next?
you're up.
Fudge! Yo, I'm not good at this, man. All right. My name is Dr. Noel. People know me as Noel. I am from the Bahamas, probably known as the #1 CS:GO, Valorant, Call of Duty player in the Bahamas, quote unquote.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of people. And I'm usually known as the Brimstone one trick. So yeah, because of how aggressively I play Brimstone. And I am a content creator for QoR gaming as well.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie or Kenzie Q. I'm a Valorant content creator. I make Valorant YouTube videos and TikToks, and I stream DGen hours on Twitch. And yeah, I'm part of the Clown Car.
Well, my next shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, my name's Hexe, and I grind the game 24 hours a day. I'm low-key crazy at the video game. I stopped streaming a little bit, but I'm getting back into it low-key. But I'm ready to win.
Yes,
He
sir.
looks like
Let's go.
he's high on Valorant. He looks like he's living in the servers.
I gotta ask, who came up with the name Cloud Car?
It was
There's a
close.
certain-
bro.
Yeah,
There's a
well,
certain team
Yeah.
captain.
boys, this is
Okay,
not
well,
democracy
cause
in here.
listen, I asked the day before, I was like, what do you want the name to be? And then I got one bad name from Ennis, so we don't gotta talk about that. And I was like,
What else
okay,
is new?
let me just think of a name on the spot. And then I was thinking, you know how everyone like uses their names in it. So I was like, oh, Clocracy's Clowns. And I was like, that sounds kind of not good. So then I put Clown Car, and then I didn't tell them. until,
Wait, you
Yeah,
just
we didn't have any word in this.
Yeah, we didn't have a say.
No, it just kind of
The name just happened, and I just saw the logo made by Kenzie, and I was like, oh, this is great.
there's a lot of returning faces here from previous Creator Cups. Is there any team or anyone that you guys are excited to play up against, or anyone that you guys have like ongoing battles with, anything like that?
I think it was Taco's team that I saw, and I was kind of intimidated by that because I believe Daddy Dezel is on Taco's team, and if I'm not mistaken, and there's beef between Daddy Dezel and I because we queued together and we 5-stacked together, and she low-key throws my elo, so
Oh,
Dang.
I don't know, she better watch
Unfortunate.
it.
I don't have beef with anybody, but I want to play against Kaide.
Yo, what did we say,
Yeah.
Loki?
Yeah, that's yeah.
I want to play versus Kaide because she's my friend, and then Lil Grizzly's on the team, and then I'm literally here with Sia, bro. I just want to like dismantle them, not messing around.
We didn't talk about that part, the dismantling part.
Dismantle it, bro.
if a Valorant agent was, made based off your team captain, you know how they make their own decisions here, as I'm seeing. What would their ultimate ability be called?
I actually think it would just be
Just
called
run people
Clown
over with a car.
like it would literally be just a clown car, and behind the clown car, I think it would be kind of like fire, like Brimstone's
Oh.
Molly, in like a mass way, and it would just kind of be like a red carpet, like like in your match history, just zooming across.
That's just
I think it would
that's
just be like a blind guy driving car and he just like hits somebody, you know? Like,
It can also do team damage. Imagine.
Oh god.
I don't have words for this clown car whole scheme. I'll be honest. Who do you guys think is the mascot of this team?
The mascot? Yeah, like look,
Yeah,
he raised
him.
his hand.
Ah, let's go.
We didn't even have to tell him to. He just wants to.
No.
And with that being said, who do you guys think is going to be the carry for this team? Who's going to bring it home?
Actually, probably Haxie also. Yeah, look at him.
It's
But
not
it's
gonna
kind of
be
like
me.
he has the confidence, but does he have the skill to back it up? Is the question.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shade.
Who do you think is going to throw the most then?
And
That's
it's
me.
come.
That's me. That's me. I'm not
Danny
flexible.
hasn't played
I don't
for
play
over
this
a
game.
year.
This isn't
Yeah.
my main game.
I saw no other hands being raised. I kind of feel
No
bad
one's
about
gonna
that
throw,
one.
bro, because if we lose the round, we lose as a team. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one person.
Yeah, except
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
Danny.
You,
then it's
you
one
can't
person.
just blame everything on me. Come on.
Exactly. You can't blame it all on Danny.
Just
bro.
say it now that you're talking all this shit. I'm gonna like, if there's one game that I outfrag you, it's over. I'm not letting you hear the end of it.
That'll be crazy. I actually want to see that happen.
Now, I do have a very important question to ask you guys. Are we waffle fans or pancake fans?
Pancake, bro.
Pancake.
Canada pancakes.
Ooh.
Pancakes.
Pancake.
Okay.
Why can't it be both? But also,
Both.
like, it depends on the mood, you know? Like, sometimes I'm in a waffle mood, sometimes I'm in a pancake mood.
What is the difference? One of them just got like squares in it, and the other one
Yeah.
just like a fucking
No, it's like waffles are hard
The
and like
texture.
crunchy. And also like when I think of like waffles, I always think of like, okay, the first time I went to like America, like they had like an IHOP and there was like chicken and waffles, and I was like, what is
yeah.
going on? I was like,
That's like
what
a
is going
southern
on?
thing.
Yeah, that's a
I
southern
couldn't
thing.
understand it, and it was everywhere. It was like at every restaurant. So
You don't like
pancakes.
chicken and waffles?
No, pancakes.
Damn.
Pancakes.
The final stretch of the question. Do you guys think you're making it to land?
Easy.
I believe so.
Easy
fuck
clap.
yes, bro.
I believe so.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try my best so I can meet Kenzie.
I will try my best. I will put all of my I got a new mouse. Oh my god. So I'm gonna try extra hard and we're definitely getting to land. I retired the old ancient G705 and we leveled up. Let's go. So
Wait,
we're winning.
which mouse did you
I
get?
did it for the mouse. The Pulsar
It looks like a
X2.
G Pro.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah,
That's good.
so we leveled up, so we're winning. Winning so I can meet Chloe, winning so I can meet Chris, winning so I can meet Danny, winning so I can meet Noel, we're winning. And Daddy,
Yes.
that's all I'm coming for you, so let's go. That's all
Oh,
I'm gonna
Damn.
Wow.
Hello, my name is Wind, and I'm a part of Chrome's Crash Outs. I'm a content creator and streamer.
Hi, I'm Chrome. I am the
Wait, that's Loki Aura. Wait, hold on.
Aura,
That's
yeah,
Loki
I fuck
Aura.
with it.
Oh my gosh. All
This is
right.
perfect. Thank you,
All
guys.
right.
Wind. Wind.
Was I supposed to answer that?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Clocracy or Chloe. I'm a content creator for QoR. I'm team captain of Clown Car, and I'm a VCT Game Changers player.
I'm Danny. I'm a host of the QoR cast, and I make YouTube videos, and I'm not a Valorant player. Okay,
Who's
Noel,
next?
you're up.
Fudge! Yo, I'm not good at this, man. All right. My name is Dr. Noel. People know me as Noel. I am from the Bahamas, probably known as the #1 CS:GO, Valorant, Call of Duty player in the Bahamas, quote unquote.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of people. And I'm usually known as the Brimstone One Trick. So yeah, because of how aggressively I play Brimstone. And I am a content creator for QoR Gaming as well.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie or Kenzie Q. I'm a Valorant content creator. I make Valorant YouTube videos and TikToks, and I stream DGen hours on Twitch. And yeah, I'm part of the Clown Car.
Well, my next shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, my name's Hexe, and I grind the game 24 hours a day. I'm low-key crazy at the video game. I stopped streaming a little bit, but I'm getting back into it low-key. But I'm ready to win.
Yes,
He
sir.
looks like
Let's go.
he's high on Valorant. He looks like he's living in the servers.
I gotta ask, who came up with the name Cloud Car?
It was
There's a
close.
certain-
Yeah,
There's a
it's
certain
Logan.
team
Yeah.
captain.
Boys, this is
Okay, well,
democracy
because
in here.
listen, I asked the day before, I was like, what do you want the name to be? And then I got one bad name from Ennis, so we don't gotta talk about that. And I was like,
What else
okay,
is new?
let me just think of a name on the spot. And then I was thinking, you know how everyone like uses their names in it. So I was like, oh, Clocracy's Clowns. And I was like, that sounds kind of not good. So then I put Clown Car, and then I didn't tell them. So,
Wait, you
Yeah,
just
we didn't have any word in this.
Yeah, we didn't have a say.
No, it just kind of
The name just happened, and I just saw the logo made by Kenzie, and I was like, oh, this is great.
there's a lot of returning faces here from previous Creator Cups. Is there any team or anyone that you guys are excited to play up against, or anyone that you guys have like ongoing battles with, anything like that?
I think it was Taco's team that I saw, and I was kind of intimidated by that because I believe Daddy Dezel is on Taco's team, and if I'm not mistaken, and there's beef between Daddy Dezel and I because we queued together and we 5-stacked together, and she low-key throws my elo, so
Oh,
Dang.
she better watch
Unfortunate.
it.
I don't have beef with anybody, but I want to play against Kaide.
Yo, well, what did we say,
Yeah.
Loki?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to play versus Kaide because she's my friend, and then Lil Grizzly's on the team, and then I'm literally here with Tia, bro. I just want to like dismantle them, not messing around.
We didn't talk about that part, the dismantling part.
Dismantle it, bro.
if a Valorant agent was, made based off your team captain, you know how they make their own decisions here, as I'm seeing. What would their ultimate ability be called?
I actually think it would just be
Just
called
run people
Clown
over
Car.
with a car.
like it would literally be just a clown car, and behind the clown car, I think it would be kind of like fire, like Brimstone's
Oh.
Molly, in like a mass way, and it would just kind of be like a red carpet, like like in your match history, just zooming across.
That's just
I think it would
that's
just be like a blind guy driving a car and it just like hits somebody, you know? Like,
You can also do team damage, imagine.
Oh god.
I don't have words for this clown car whole scheme. I'll be honest. Who do you guys think is the mascot of this team?
The mascot? Yeah, like look,
Yeah,
he just raised his hand.
Ah, let's go.
We didn't even have to tell him to. He just wants to.
No.
And with that being said, who do you guys think is going to be the carry for this team? Who's going to bring it home?
Actually, probably Hexy also. Yeah, look at him.
it's
But
not
it's
gonna
kind of
be
like
me.
he has the confidence, but does he have the skill to back it up? Is the question.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Shade.
Who do you think is going to throw the most then?
And
That's
it's
me.
come.
That's me. That's me.
Um,
I'm not
Danny
flexible.
hasn't played
I don't
for
play
over
this
a
game.
year.
This isn't
Yeah.
my main game.
I saw no other hands being raised. I kind of feel
No
bad
one's
about
gonna
that
throw,
one.
bro, because if we lose the round, we lose as a team. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one person.
Yeah, except
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
Danny.
You,
then it's
you
one
can't
person.
just blame everything on me. Come on.
Exactly. You can't blame it all on Danny.
Just
bro.
say it now that you're talking all this shit. I'm gonna like, if there's one game that I outfrag you, it's over. I'm not letting you hear the end of it.
That'll be crazy. I actually want to see that happen.
Now, I do have a very important question to ask you guys. Are we waffle fans or pancake fans?
Pancake, bro.
Pancake,
Canada
pancake.
pancakes.
Ooh.
Pancakes.
Pancake.
Okay.
Why can't it be both? But
Both.
also, like, it depends on the mood, you know? Like, sometimes I'm in a waffle mood, sometimes I'm in a pancake mood.
What is the difference? One of them just got like squares in it, and the other one
Yeah.
just like a fucking
No, it's like waffles are hard
The
and like
texture.
crunchy. And also like when I think of like waffles, I always think of like, okay, the first time I went to like America, like they had like an IHOP and there was like chicken and waffles, and I was like, what is
yeah.
going on? I was like,
That's like
what
a
is going
southern
on?
thing.
Yeah, that's a
I
southern
couldn't
thing.
understand it, and it was everywhere. It was like at every restaurant. So
You don't
pancakes.
like chicken and waffles?
No, pancakes.
Damn.
Pancakes.
The final stretch of the question. Do you guys think you're making it to land?
Easy,
I believe so.
easy
Fuck
clap.
yes, bro.
Believe so.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try my best so I can meet Kenzie.
I will try my best. I will put all of my I got a new mouse. Oh my god. So I'm gonna try extra hard and we're definitely getting to land. I retired the old ancient G705 and we leveled up. Let's go. So we're winning.
Which mouse did you
I
get?
did it for the mouse. The Pulsar
It looks like a
X2.
G Pro.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah,
That's good.
so we leveled up. So we're winning. Winning so I can meet Chloe. Winning so I can meet Chris. Winning so I can meet Danny. Winning so I can meet Noel. We're winning. And Daddy
Yes.
Dezo, I'm coming for you. So let's go. That's
Oh,
all. I have to
Damn.
say.
Wow.
Hello, my name is Wind, and I'm a part of Chrome's Crash Outs. I'm a content creator and streamer.
Hi, I'm Chrome. I am the founder of Chrome's Crash Outs, the team that will win first place this Creator Cup. And I'm a Valorant Twitch streamer.
So Chrome, you're saying that you're gonna win this runs of the Creator Cup. What's bringing all the confidence this time?
I mean, we've always been really confident, even with the odds that we had last cup. We were really surprised we made it so far into second place. But now this time, not only do we have Brandon, who is a new player. Actually, I think it is our duelist Hikyo's duo, who's really good, really good. We not only have a powerful player, but we also have we've had more time to play with each other, and just we've always been really confident. So this is just really like solidifying that.
Who do you think is gonna cause the most trouble for your team or in your team?
I think, unfortunately, it would probably be me. Because last Creator Cup, what happened was the final game, my anxiety and the pressure got to me, and I went, I think, almost triple negative compared to other games where I would match MVP or be like second frag. I think that I'm going to try my best to prevent that from happening again. But I think if anybody were to falter or be inconsistent,
and the huge ego this team is bringing in. But do you think
yeah.
do you think you guys are making it to land?
Yeah,
Wait, that's Loki Aura. Wait, hold on.
Aura,
That's
yeah,
Loki
I fuck
Aura.
with it.
Oh my gosh. All
This is
right.
perfect. Thank you guys.
Alright.
Wind. Wind.
Was I supposed to answer that?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Clocracy or Chloe. I'm a content creator for QoR. I'm team captain of Clown Car, and I'm a VCT Game Changers player.
I'm Danny. I'm a host of the QoR cast, and I make YouTube videos, and I'm not a Valorant player. Okay,
Who's
Noel,
next?
you're up.
Yo,
Alright, do you
I'm
wanna
not good at
intro
this,
or
man.
Uh,
All right. My name is
Or I will.
Dr. Noel.
I said
if
go
you know me
for
as
it.
Noel.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
am
clarifying.
From the Bahamas, probably known
All
as
good.
the number one CS:GO, Valorant, Call of Duty player in the Bahamas, quote unquote.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of people. And I'm
Sick.
usually known as the Brimstone One Trick. So yeah.
Yep.
Because
I
how
believe so.
aggressively I play Brimstone. And I am a content creator for
Grand Finals is here! The timer you saw below is just a formality. We were born ready for this. Everybody is ready. We have one more best of 3 to cover to see who gets a free trip to a LAN, and more importantly, more money in their pockets. My name is Kag, and I'm joined by the one, the only, and nobody else can have him. He's mine, Paul.
Oh
You
my.
heard
Well,
me.
for today, at the very least, I'm fine with that, Keg, because that means we get to be here covering this grand final. It's been a hell of a weekend. I mean, we've had 3 days, well, 2 before this, of excellent action. Friday, we had a whole big GSL-style group stage. Yesterday, we played the quarters and the semifinals. A lot of close games throughout them as well. You can see on your screen right here, this is how things shaked out yesterday. But at the end of it, 14 teams down, 2 remain. Outlaw Abusers and Labubus.
Yeah, not really a big surprise to see both these teams make it the grand finals. They've been the most consistent teams. They've had the highest caliber of professional players, I think, of most of the teams in this entire bracket. Naturally, they would rise to the top. We'll say, though, throughout the entirety of this tournament, I don't think we've had really a single blowout game at all in any series.
Yeah, not a full series of blowout. Not here on broadcast at the very least. Even if individual maps are, maybe not close, they'll swing one way or the other, right? So it's been a fantastic time. Let's check out what maps we are going to for our best of 3 grand finals. Labubus have picked Haven, Outlaw Abusers Ascent, and then at the very end, we'll end up on Lotus. Hey, 2 3-site maps. That's kind of fun at the very least.
A true Valorant special, having ourselves the
Truly.
maps that everybody and their mother knows how to play. But you do bring up a very good point. 2 3-site maps. If, in theory, we do go to that 3rd map, I think whichever team wins Haven probably wins out the series.
And don't get me wrong, I like seeing variety in my map pool, right? Would it have been cool to have seen, I don't know, Split once this whole weekend? I would have liked it personally, but I also think that we've seen throughout this weekend, because these are very, puggy style teams, not a ton of scrim time between all of the teams in the Creator Cup here. We're having fun with it. Because these are the 3, I would argue, most played maps and most enjoyed maps for a lot of players, it means everybody's going to be comfortable all 3 maps. When we've played Ascent, when we've played Haven, those have been the 2 closest maps in terms of individual scorelines. So I think this sets us up pretty well to potentially have a very competitive series.
And both maps have different ideologies about how you want to approach it as a team, too. Haven requires a lot of coordination on the attacking side. You need to have a good game plan. You can't just W key into a site, for the most part. And you need to have a really solid game plan from beginning to end. Ascent, can be scrappier. That being said, though, Agents a little different. We have NBD on the breach,
Yeah.
but that's really the only major thing sticking out to me. Smirk likely to play Duelist would mean
Probably
there's
the
no...
Neon.
That's true. Yeah, the Neon would make that no native info gathering agent from LBB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, this is a look that we've seen from Labubus earlier on this weekend. I mean, Smirk loves to just run the Neon. And then Sierra, a.k.a. Sim from TSM, Sim Rifle, right? Mimikyu is actually the streamer Sierra, just to, you know, rattle our brains a little bit. Keep us on our toes.
For that. Thank you.
Sierra's been picking up primarily that other Duelist agent. On the other side of things, you'll see some more familiar names. Not only BCJ, the Shopify Rebellion Black player who just won the first stage of VCL, but also some other familiar faces. Leah, big LG streamer. Elizabeth works VCT. We have just a ton of talent throughout this entire roster, or throughout these two rosters. If you are just joining us now, thankfully you're here for the grand final, so you're just in time. But afterwards, go back, watch. We've had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, so much fun. So many interesting puns coming from us. I think the entirety of this first map comes down to BCJ. You know, we've been saying throughout this entire tournament, it comes down to a lot of the Duelist plays, and I still agree with that. Tanaka playing out of his mind this entire event. Smirk and Sierra Sim have looked so good, but BCJ is the only info gatherer. He's playing on a proper role that he has played historically on these major teams. He has been fragging also out of his mind. He's going to be that determining factor of whether or not map number 1 goes to Outlaw Abusers or not.
And I think we're going to be seeing this difference in styles pretty much this entire series. Labubus are mostly going to be playing that double Duelist, whereas Outlaw Abusers have been playing pretty strictly double Initiator, with BCJ and Leah swapping up what initiators they like to run with. We're out onto the first map. Outlaw Abusers attacking as we enter Haven.
Very early recon bolt, shot away immediately, tells Outlaw Abusers, hey, there's some defensive presence directly on short. Big re-rotation immediately from Mimikyu, though, inside the smoke. These smokes have been the bane of every attacker's existence this entire tournament.
Outlaw Abusers ready to go fast, too. And Mimikyu was playing in this corner before. Tanaka ready for it, checking it, clearing it. No sneakiness. Not this time around defensively for Labubus. Outlaw Abusers clinical in their execution, and 5v2, I think, it's going to be pretty hard to win.
Yeah, there's no clear entry in. 6 seconds until the turret for Musical Chaos. Even then, though, won't be enough to secure the 2v5, though it might be a possibility. Smirk does find the entry. Dizzy's in return. A whole wealth of utility to fire back, and that's a clean first round for Outlaw Abusers.
Yeah, not a single player drops. I mean, the initiators get low, but honestly, everything there was just very clinical from Outlaw Abusers. They weren't really challenged taking space on A. They set themselves up, they stand outside the smokes, and then they use the recon dart coming off cooldown along with Dizzy's and such to just easily enter onto the site. It was a nice stun too, I believe, in the corner. So that corner that Mimikyu was standing in was pretty effectively cleared and teed up for Tanaka to be able to take that fight. Nicely done.
Really the major goal now for Outlaw Abusers as we head into rounds where Labubus can get better weaponries to figure out where this Killjoy exists and how to evade it. You don't have any other stall outside of gunfights for the rest of this defense. Speaking of which, Leah! A great opening pick, Sierra Falls! That's Sim gone.
Not the ideal start for Labubus. At least Smirk will be quick on the rotation, but I actually think that was close enough. I think Tanaka would have heard that and is watching for the re-clear. Keep in mind, one of the things about the composition, like you said, for Labubus, they're going to have to go for those re-clears for information with their bodies because they just simply don't have any information gathering.
Keep in mind, double info for Outlaw Abusers. They only have one set of flashes. That's the Dizzy, the wingman for the spike plant, and once again, Musical Chaos finding themselves in a bit of a pickle. No KJ util on A site. An easy clear out from the attackers. You have to wonder now, with one player left alive, is the call into this next first rifle round of the series for Labubus going to have a full stack of KJ util on A site?
I mean, the A side has been getting punished a lot, but third round is also where teams like to swap it up too, so it's a little bit tricky of a read here for Labubus. I think it'd be safe to just put your Killjoy there regardless, because then at least you can play retake for A, even if you end up losing the site.
But then, like a chess match, me at my whopping 200 elo can see this far up ahead. You then, as Outlaw Abusers, are thinking of pushing a different site to switch it up, and C site will be the move. Outlaw Abusers are one step ahead. There is the alarm bot inside Garage, but the majority of these forces, especially that early recon bolt to scout out Mimikyu, should be enough to clear them out.
Shock darts to try and break any alarm bots. No one clears the
my,
corner.
Tanaka.
Mimikyu's good for one. Can't TP away, though, so it's a decent trade. One that gets Outlaw Abusers tenuous control of the site. Elizabeth's still lurking, trying to find anyone on the mid-rotate, but gets found herself. So finally, Labubu's in a player advantage. Nice stun there, too. Smirk good for another, but gets caught by Leah. BCJ with 3 in the back, too, and knows where the flash is coming from. That's a bonus converted.
Even with only 2 players left alive, like you mentioned, the bonus converted is huge amounts of money in Outlaw Abusers' pockets. The Boo-Boos, they haven't found the proper timing early round yet. They get the ideas of the reads, but luckily for us, in just a few moments, we'll see what Labubu's are thinking of right now on a very haphazard buy as we have our listen in.
Trying a little bit harder than everyone else, so
I'm gonna smoke outside.
a little more set.
Actually, no. Smoking mid.
Can you hold stun for A, Denny?
Yep.
I'll tell you when to do it. I darted short. Stun now. That short one.
Nice.
Sova's long.
I got put
They're
pressure.
ulting A, going A.
Bro. Also up short, they're short. Gecko short.
Oh,
Sova's
128
1
on.
HP.
That was 1 HP.
And
Damn.
It's okay, we got guns again. A4. Vamo, vamo, vamo.
I agree. 4 in a row now for Outlaw Abusers. Mimikyu, ahead of the leaderboard with 2 kills, bought a judge last round, should be able to reinvest here with another Vandal. BCJ's 9-1.
I mean, he not only is he nasty
Farming.
with it, but Outlaw Abusers just look so clinical and clean. Like, even when Sierra was able to catch Tanaka off guard, the trades were instant. The thrash to clear sewers, making sure that no one just haphazardly walked into that judge that Mimikyu had. It's tough to play against a team that is this well coordinated and dots all their I's, crosses all their T's. Sierra going for this again.
Sierra
Hey,
loves
one
to
and
go for
done.
these early 1v1s. Mimikyu unfortunate to fall. No smokes for the post plant now for these defenders. NBD dancing with the devil. Finds 2 demons.
Oh, the tag there actually goes through. It persists through the gate crash. So Sierra's found. There goes Sim. Now just 2 to retake. 1 caught. Smirk sliding right past, breaking the ankles of BCJ. Smirk versus Elizabeth. Plenty of time, but didn't expect Elizabeth to push up so quickly, to fight so boldly. That's already 5 for Outlaw Abusers.
That was the closest round Labubu's had to winning too, ending things in a 1v1. Elizabeth there for the clutch. 5-0. Outlaw Abusers have not changed their strategy outside the rifle round Labubu's had. It's been A. Musical finally swapping it up, putting KJ Uto on A site once and for all. Sierra's been continuously pushing up, putting that contingency factor inside of A. Still holding down for B2. It's a default, headed by Outlaw Abusers. Early cyber cage, no dash to push up. Sierra assuredly comms to make sure that this was a fake. Now,
I mean, Outlaw Abusers don't have any reason to push forward haphazardly here. And just take their time. Another shock dart breaking some of the utility. Actually didn't get the alarm bot. I believe the aftershock should be breaking. Yeah, it breaks the wingman, so the plant doesn't come through. Tanaka has to hold this. Little bit dicey. Yeah, Sierra back sight. One of the players with the actual rifle. Overdrive available too. Here comes Smirk. Picks up a gun. Wants to throw it to a teammate. But you have to go and recover the spike at some point. BCJ knows that one's in the corner, but Sierra assisting. Oh, Mimikyu. Oh, don't do it to her. It takes 2 swings, but a knife in the back will put you down.
Huge. A first round, a morality booster for Labubu's desperately needed. The fact now that they had the early read, putting the turret down, which was never seen by Outlaw Abusers, Sierra's consistent pressure in sewers, but the fact that we saw a read from Outlaw Abusers into B-side did not work out. It still means Outlaw Abusers has plenty of plans in their docket, and we get to see what they're listening, exactly what the plan is.
Yoru will float out spawn probably. The TP.
3, 2, 1.
Nothing here. Alright, ready? Shotgun. Starting backside. Box. Box.
Box.
We got bomb down.
I'm gonna try to play cringe.
What the fuck? Oh my god, in the corner. Nice, Liz.
He's gonna
breaches garage.
One garage.
Nice.
Yours on me. Right here.
Nice.
Oh my goat. Got him off.
Could be on. Run in, Leah.
No off.
No.
Garage.
Oh my god.
Great job,
oh my
guys.
god.
Yeah.
My goats.
Can we hear your best goat impression, Paul?
How's that?
I didn't hear it.
Oh. What's
Discord.
yours? That sounded more like a SpongeBob laugh.
Oh, my bad.
All good.
SpongeBob's my favorite goat.
It feels like Outlaw Abusers are just goated right now, though. They are in the zone. They are meshing well together. Everyone, I mean, BCJ and Leah obviously are doing phenomenally, but honestly, it feels like everyone is kind of just on the same page.
Well, they read early that a lot of these defenders love to take early contact, and Sierra, no different, hands the BCJ's utility!
Oh!
Holy!
My! That's what Sierra's been looking for round after round over here.
Right into my veins, dude. Holy. BCJ, though, has to go on a revenge tour. Sierra says no.
I mean, Sierra ready to swing out, too. The silver lining for Outlaw Abusers is the spike is still in their hands. Elizabeth, if you're gonna move, you're gonna have to move quick. That smoke is gonna expire, and yeah, the aftershock flushes you out. Sierra now looking to put the ace on the board. That's a way to re-enter a map. Oh, and you know where Leah is now, too! The ace! To shut him down!
What a way to get yourself back in this server. Goliath versus Goliath now. Sierra, Sim has woken up. Oh,
those first two are just disgusting.
That might be the cleanest double headshot I've ever seen.
That's one of those rounds where you could have played everything perfectly and it just wouldn't have mattered. Because at the end of the day, you get shot, you're done.
Very good life advice, Paul.
That's how I live every day.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's really, honestly, it's very anxiety inducing.
That's a certified America moment. But that being said, though, Sierra's in a great spot. Oh, the triple swing. Outlaw Abusers are still anticipating. Oh, you know, that reminds me. Tanaka does not play with a crosshair. I remember Elizabeth saying that yesterday, and there's no crosshair on the screen.
It's demon hours not playing with a crosshair. Here comes the Rolling Thunder, too. Crosshair or not, I think you're about to get very punished. Musical chaos rolling over. And the spike down on site makes things even more difficult. No ace this time for Sim, aka Sierra. Oh no, I'm getting deja vu. Oh, Elizabeth makes it out this time, though. Won't make it very far, but technically made it out of the corner. Oh. Doing that to BCJ as well.
It's been a complete lockout on entry for Outlaw Abusers. They'll have to slow it down and reset and play around with the map before they can go first straight execute. Neural Theft available. Would be great for the mid round, maybe the late round too. It has been just a slaughter for Sierra, especially taking these vertical positions with the Yoru, something you don't see very often at all, has allowed enough time for all of Outlaw Abusers to be distracted by that one player alone, and allow other players like Mimikyu to go into sewers and wrap around the entire attacking team.
Oh, and look at this. An interesting adjustment here from Labubu's, actually pushing out all the way from C, immediately breaking the trap wire. That's going to force their hand A. I mean, they don't want to fight Sierra A, so they have to come B. But the dash over to use. Sierra taken down. Nice shot with the Guardian there. NBD has snuck onto the site. Is good for 2. But the third, long range with the Bucky, gets it done eventually. That's still a close range Bucky swinging. That's bold, but Mimikyu's got it on lock this time.
1v1.
It's just a Spectre in Elizabeth's hands, though. And position known. Mimikyu has that. I mean, what a night and day difference these last 3 rounds have been from the first 7.
What was it, 5 in a row from Outlaw Abusers? At one point, the best player was Mimikyu with 2 kills on their team. Musical Chaos had 0. Very different story now. And again, Outlaw Abusers, that was an eco round last round. They went for a fast execute. They went for their protocol strat. This is their true time to gain leverage into the finality of this first half. They need to reset and wait for these opening swings.
But they're all right here where the opening swing is going to be. Oh, Tanaka locked up. Can't dash away fast enough. A Dizzy blinds. Oh, a re-swing there? I thought Smirk was just going to get away with one for free, but decides to go in for a bit more.
Plays. That's not a neon moment, Paul.
The neural theft here does reveal that all 4 players are on the C site, though. So Outlaw Abusers can bolt across the map. I mean, Sierra will be waiting up in heaven. Smokes, you would assume, are going to be available.
I like that anticipation. The stars go down. Call's been made for the rotate on the Labubu's end.
No TP. Just the off angle to play around. Sierra has to try and stick this. Finds one on the orb timing. Is going to try to swing for more, but at least stops the spike. Gets rid of BCJ too. Sierra suddenly on fire. TP's all the way back. The TP was heard this time, though. But it's just on Tiramisu. Forced to hug the corner. Aftershock not good enough, though. Another fight isolated, but Musical Chaos will get it done.
And it was such a strong beginning for Outlaw Abusers. They accidentally took an opening pick. Smirk re-engages, gets traded out, and the call was made off the neural theft to rotate to an empty A site. But Sierra was ready with that gate crash before the round had even begun. Anticipating a gigantic caravan across the map, was set up and ready for the execute, the stall in its path. BCJ does have Hunter's Fury. We've seen that as a clearing tool, not an info tool for an A site execute. BCJ will no doubt take that A long space again and go for it. Sierra's in a prime spot to stop it.
Sierra hears him too. Gets the information. Hey guys, there's at least 2, maybe 3A. Just gonna be able to wait in this corner. The stun, not quite getting the catch. Tiramisu just barely able to get around that corner in time. And now it's just a question of how will this execute actually go. Here comes the flash. Swinging on out though, but Tanaka dodged the flash spectacularly. And there goes Labubu's top fragger. Here comes Thrash, clearing out the site, stopping everyone from entering. And the Hunter's Fury is just going to prevent it even more. Softening up Mimikyu. I mean, NBD is back site right now. Good for 1, but cleaned up quickly afterwards. And I don't know if the overdrive's good enough for 3. Just don't get isolated. Don't get isolated. That's a detain, too. Smirk with the 1v1 for the moment, but picks the wrong direction. Was hoping to find the player sewers, and that gives Elizabeth time to regroup on the site. Don't know if Smirk knows about this either. BCJ can wait, too. The grab pull would come in, but either way, BCJ gets it. And Outlaw Abusers recovering after a couple of rounds. Still a solid attacking half from them.
Look, I'm sure BCJ could have won that 1v1 regardless, right? But Elizabeth surviving the KJ ult was everything to win that round. She was out of position. She was in a perfect spot to go for the lurk in case BCJ fell in the 1v1. But the fact that she was out of commission for 8 seconds, comes back to life, gravity well sets up post-plant for BCJ on the swing, saves the day, and really shows that, surprisingly, BCJ and Elizabeth are a great dynamic duo. I honestly think they could be one of the best ranked duos.
You know, after that showing, I have to agree with you.
Outlaw
Abusers now moving over to the defense. And this is where we've seen this Neon get tripped up a little bit before. Labubus have been playing the Neon all weekend, but against a Cypher defensively, there's a little bit more that you have to do. Tanaka losing out to Mimikyu, long range there. Uncharacteristic whiffs for Tanaka.
If Tanaka had a crosshair, I don't think that would have missed.
Oh my. Smirk and Sierra spamming now onto Leah, too. This is a solid start for Labubus on their attacking half. And, I mean, all but impossible here, you imagine. I mean, Elizabeth maybe catches MBD off guard, but no, gets spotted. Down to just 48 HP. And it's just going to rotate the long way. Guess to try and regroup with Tiramisu. The stun there, brutal. And Elizabeth even heard on the C site there. BCJ now has to be an absolute monster as Elizabeth gets clocked trying to come back in. BCJ for one, but Smirk shuts it down. And a very comfortable pistol for Labubus.
Great 3K for Smirk. And I gotta say, I think Smirk on the attack for Haven was a lot stronger of a position for him than yesterday than the defense. We saw a lot of the times Musical Chaos would bring down the alarm bot in garage, and then he would play ahead of the alarm bot. Like he was defending the alarm bot, didn't want that precious utility destroyed, and he would sacrifice his life doing that so many times. I'm glad now he can at least have more free range on the attack, even if that means he overheats. There's a lot of backup potential now from Labubu's side. A-side will be the move. Only one defender in position for backside, and that's Leah. Leah could go for a well-timed dizzy, maybe find one, but two duelists pincering around the lone gecko, spotted by the head glitch. Has to back away.
I don't think there's much a Classic's going to be able to do against Sierra of all fighters here.
Oh, imagine.
Tanaka thought about joining and trying to assist, but 1v4 with only pistols makes it a little bit tricky. Might as well wait for the full regroup and try to deal as much damage as possible.
Sierra has no utility. One more kill gets Gatecrash.
Ooh, BCJ with some shots. I thought he hit Smirk there for a second, too. That would have been the round changer. Still a 2v2, but none of those guns are accessible for Outlaw abusers. A nice smoke that gets the abusers out onto site. Outlaw, can they make this happen? Nanoswarm being procced early just to keep people off the spike, make sure there's no half tap. Some damage being dealt. Now the Spectre recovered. Only 3 bullets, though. 3's not enough. But still, a lot of expense for Labubus to try and tie it up.
Oh, had Tiramisu reloaded that, we're in the perfect spot to remove Musical Chaos and get that 8th round, they would have prevented the tie. But still, regardless though, for a much lower buy out of Outlaw abusers, a fantastic round and a great re-clear. Unfortunately though, it just was not enough.
This is an interesting call from Labubus. They're not going for any sort of bonus, but they also aren't really going for a full gun round. It's a bit of an awkward force here coming into this 3rd round. It gives Outlaw abusers a bit of an edge.
Yeah, I think MBD is just going to be playing a much backwards role now. Sierra, is this a fake decoy? No. They could try to fake decoy up C.
I want to see Sierra fake decoy in this series at some point.
Oh, there's a real
man.
decoy.
Ooh.
Plenty of information given. Really, the idea of that one sheriff on Labubus is to pick it up post-mortem for anyone on the board. Was a call early on, though. I don't believe Sierra spotted Elizabeth backside C.
Yeah, now the recon dart revealing everything. Tanaka good for 2, 3. Already shutting this down. It was a great read from Outlaw abusers. They got here in plenty of time to stop this. And there's not much Mimikyu can do.
Huge shutdown. Outlaw abusers set up and ready for A site. It's a mirror match of the first half. It was going so well for the attackers. Small adaptation from the defenders to have these early reads on collapsing on teams mid-execute and shutting them down in a waterfall of bullets. What is the plan here for the attackers? We do have our listen in though with Labubus. We'll have to wait and see what their adjustments can be to tie things back up.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'll get Spike.
I'm gonna break
I
sector, you
guess
still see.
I'm the bomb bitch.
There's one long. Holy. They're trying to do a Sova play with the ult. Yeah. It was Sova and Astra A.
Cringe. Shout out, Grand.
Oh, Jet. Free gun, free Vandal.
Nice, good kill. Let me get close to this Vandal.
You still see long.
Can you guys go see?
I can stun. I can stun lock. I can stun back.
No, Cypher garage.
I'm talking guys in the garage trying to.
Or not Cypher, but Sova garage.
Go see still. Go see. Let me look you.
Alright.
Clear your
I'm
window.
going through main.
Watching backside.
Yeah.
Wait, logs. Watching backside again.
I got timing. I got timing.
Oh, left side. Fuck.
I got
I'm
timing.
gonna cry.
Two site.
One here,
Astra
one here,
and
one here.
Cypher.
C-Link. Nice
shot.
shot.
Two more side.
Yep, Astra and Cypher on site.
Oh.
Silva and both of them are on
close.
site. Both of them.
And B.
Oh.
Oh, Labubus do not sound happy. They're not happy campers right now.
It's tough when you get caught off guard by that. They were so prepared for someone to be backside. They spotted Tiramisu, thought, oh, well, it must be the Cypher solo on C. But Elizabeth waiting on Plat. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah,
That is how she likes to play.
I wanted to commend Elizabeth for her patience. She's hid in that Plat angle many rounds now. Never been discovered despite Sierra fake cloning and real cloning backside. Just
And look,
not spotting her.
Has now just switched to a different ratty angle.
Wow, the
Hiding
rat
behind
master.
the box. Although
Just
this one's a
start
little bit
throwing
more
cheese
dangerous.
at the site.
Especially once the garage cam gets destroyed. But Tiramisu is over here. Ready to assist at least. Holding
that's
garage so that
cheating.
no one can come
Tanaka gets a
flank
crosshair
Elizabeth.
with the op.
Oh, you're right. Has to just go for no scopes. That's what we need to look for. Oh, this time around too. We were expecting Elizabeth to swap it up, so she gets found out in Tiramisu not having a good time garage. So the C play has been digested by Labubus. And 2v5, I feel like this might be a good old Saverino.
I mean, yeah, but if you're Outlaw Abusers, you want to try to force out the KJ ult here. That would be a huge dub, despite it being a 3-person difference. Sierra loses BCJ on Outlaw side. I highly doubt the ult's going to come out, but, you know, crazier things have happened before. Leah needs to pull a miracle for that to happen. Another 4K for Sierra. It will not happen.
And the Dimensional Drift and the Lockdown both being up right now, that can make for some huge plays, especially over toward A if you combo them properly.
Expectation should be to have that Outlaw lockdown, brought down on A site.
Yeah, you got to be very careful how you set up here if you're Outlaw Abusers.
Ooh.
BCJ's actually shifted over to C. C is the strong site now. They're completely giving the middle of the map. I mean, largely Labubus have been uninterested in it, so I actually kind of like this play.
You know, big brain strategy could be to force out an empty B site, have the lockdown brought down on B, but there is a tripwire to stall for any sort of lurk. That's good for the back site. We'll have to wait and see what the adaptation will be. Early Cyber Cage comes down. Brought out pretty early. You're not going to be able to reposition any backside defenders with that.
Oh, Tiramisu. Getting the better end of Sierra. And Tanaka coming over to reinforce. The neural theft going to reveal. Hey guys, it's A. Hey guys. Leah needs some assistance. Tanaka here in plenty of time. Bladestorm at the ready. Does get stunned up. Good smokes though to stop Smirk from pushing too aggressively.
4v4 on
comes
site.
down to a full blastin' blazing brawl. BCJ good for a couple. Just a share for Tanaka, but makes it sing. And BCJ finishes the symphony.
Great lockdown, but I really feel like we didn't see much of Outlaw Abuser's strat go into fruition. They killed Sierra, that promoted the full rotate to A site. Outlaw Abusers had this whole complex setup on C that just never saw any action.
Well, and that means it's good for yet another round.
That's
They
right.
want to.
But it looks like that won't be the case. BCJ this time hiding inside B site. Same Cypher tripwires on C and B and the camera in garage. The core difference now, Tanaka swapping spots with BCJ, having that mid lurk presence.
Who's next? Now Labubus are going for that Dimensional Drift, probably the Lockdown and the Rolling Thunder. All excellent tools to take the A site. One finally spotted. Clone goes out. Distraction. Here comes the flash. Leah, there's nothing you can do there, but BCJ's good for the trade, even through a smoke. Nicely done. I believe that was the tag there. Got the hard info, was able to hit that shot. Shock Dart going out too, getting some damage down. And the lockdown's still here though. That's going to be a huge issue. There it is. That's going to buy so much time. Do you go now or do you wait it out entirely, Outlaw Abusers? You'd have to get deep into sewer to try and take it down.
No, that's the plan though. Wait for the lockdown to fully dissipate. NBD is going to bring out Rolling Thunder to stall for more time.
BCJ has to get this drop. Has to be the one to take down the player. And the Rolling Thunder's ripped before anyone actually even starts going. Now your position is known. NBD's done. BCJ trading Vandals too, one with more bullets. Down so low though. And the time running out. I mean, the spam surely has to be good here. A valiant effort by Outlaw Abusers, but there was no way you were winning against that many ults.
Yeah, it was a lock and key round with those two ults, and it was huge for the timing, especially off of NBD. Definitely a possibility post-lockdown to get a quick swipe and defeat the 50-50 as you retake site, but luckily his position was hidden far away. Props to BCJ, though, for being top heaven. We do have a special gift, though. Those 3 ults used by Labubus now gone. Outlaw Abusers have 2 powerful ones in their arsenal. Let's see how they use it with a listen.
I'll go in the back corner, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that works too. Breach there.
Breach here, he's gonna stun. I'll swing off the stun. Nice.
Nice.
Main still.
Go.
Nice. Still one more A main.
Oh my god, massive.
I have your shirt for now.
Ow, you're out. B.
Walked in B. Okay, we have to give up A
Yeah,
now. We
let's
have
check.
caps. He's gonna walk
I have
B.
a-
C-Link.
I have ult as well.
Backside right now, Gong. Get ready to ult towards A-Link.
Planting.
Okay.
Sim is gonna look for kills in like 3 seconds. He's gonna be A-Link, so get ready to ult.
Yeah. Tell me when.
Uh-oh.
When the smoke's about to fade.
In their
You know?
spawn where they buy guns?
He's a C-Link.
I just heard him. Oh, fake TP. Nice.
That's right.
NT.
Damn.
This Yoru just lurks like every round and just dry
Yeah,
peeks
yeah.
everything.
That was a really important round to listen in on BCJ comms because his macro is completely on point, but he completely misjudged where Sierra's location would be. He expected it to be A-Link the entire time, but instead Sierra lurked into C and was able to cut off the C site rotations. But, Paul, important note, BCJ could have re-cleared A-Link so long ago. He never used the recon bolt.
Was trying to save the recon bolt for actual sight, was confident. Out of the 2 possible pushes, here we go A-Link instead of C. Sometimes you flip a coin and it comes up tails. Now it's a full eco round. I mean, the economy was already hurting for Outlaw Abusers in the last round, but this time it is pistols across the board. Not much to their name. I mean, Tanaka's going to try and get something going here in Sewer. But actually, the amount of resistance, they don't even want to fight it. Labubus are just out of here. And, I mean, Tanaka picks up one as they're running. BCJ getting hounded. Stunned. Yeah, during the reload, that makes it pretty hard to take that one. At least a Vandal's recovered, but 1v3 seems pretty tough.
It's winnable, but all players of Labubus playing together. It's essentially over. Wingman available for the defuse, possibly. No smokes to hide the presence of Leah.
Well, I'm about spotted. Catching Musical Chaos isn't bad. That's most of the post-plant utility that you would have to worry about. Gone. No one there to reinforce that. But now, I mean, digging people out of C-Long. Wingman used to try and defuse early. That will have to be responded to. So now you know at least one player is C-Long. But that second player living inside Leah's mind. She has no idea where the second one would be. Dodges the stun. Is looking for a close swing. And doesn't realize that the Neon's also down there. So much util still for NBD. I mean, that is absurd. That NBD still had all of that util post-plant. And it makes it really difficult. Labubu's taking their first lead in a long time.
If Labubus don't need information gathering, if Outlaw Abusers take the fight to them, they don't need to have anything besides a breach. All of his utility perfectly placed down for the post-plant. Outlaw Abusers are playing perfectly in the Labubu's hands. This is what they want. Feed the kills to Sierra. 25 and 16 now. Sierra once more, as called in the listen in by Outlaw Abusers, continuing to lurk and disrupt the presence of Outlaw.
I feel like we just saw the dimensional drift and Sim already has another one.
That's a 2025 Yoru moment.
Truly. And look at this. I mean, BCJ and Tanaka both eager to take these fights. Here comes Sierra. Crosshair not ideal, but Tanaka will make it work regardless. Smirk's still hanging around too, and BCJ knows it. But has decided, hey, one pick, that's their top frag. We can just chill now. Smirk gonna try and make a play happen. Is trying to chase down Tanaka. I wonder if he knows that there's a second one there, but won't overpush and gets the spam. Suddenly things looking better for Labubus. They have control of C, and they'll get the spike planted.
Oh, MBD one off Rolling Thunder. That ultimate would be enough to stifle everybody on Outlaw Abusers.
The timing of the stun here critical. Rips it pretty early. Oh, and Tiramisu's still good for the shot. Just barely gets away from the aftershock as well. Time running low. NBD has to be a hero and gets shut down by Leah. It's all on Mimikyu against BCJ. That's a fight I wouldn't want to have to go into.
Fishing for these opening picks against Sierra. That has been the win condition for Outlaw Abusers. Look for this Yoru, win the fight, and hope for the best. Everybody on Labubu's post-death of Sierra is locked into executing where they've already been positioned. 4 ults available, though, for Labubu's. This should guarantee a 13-11 or overtime.
Critically,
it's going to be so hard to mess these up, Paul.
I mean, critically not the lockdown available, though. So most of these ults are going to be either you have a couple coordination ults, right? But you need to be comboing those with the breach stun, the regular fault line and flashes. Oh, we can't just be walking out in the mid.
Well, no chance of overdrive.
Smirk down, no overdrive available.
Did not clear Elizabeth.
Will have been spotted. Oh no, didn't get spotted, hello? Didn't clear plat. Tiramisu now, good for a couple more. The dimensional drift went through C and didn't get squat for info. I mean, now Tiramisu's position is known. Sierra in the 1v2. Recovers the spike. TP's back. Knows BCJ is here, but the flash just doesn't time out. And Outlaw Abusers are 1 round away from shutting this down.
Oh, Paul, my brain.
That's tough.
My brain stem is cracking. We were talking about coordination ults. Sim, dimensional drift, the breach, the neon ult. After that was enough. You didn't need the lockdown. But now the ult is gone. Your entry tool, the best one you could possibly hope for, did not clear out the same corner Elizabeth has been rocking this entire defense. And she's good for a very critical pick.
And Tiramisu with excellent timing. Coming through garage, too, out the smoke. That's tough for Labubus. They still have the Rolling Thunder and the overdrive, so they can just force A if they want.
They have
that Rolling Thunder, I mean, look, you can use it to take the site, but post-plant is where it really shines. Look how Leah just dives away from it, and now both of the most powerful ultimates have been used already. Here comes an early flank. Mimikyu, good to take down BCJ, that's huge. A second one, though, Tanaka ready. Smirk coming back with just the pistol, managing to make it happen. A 3v4. Lockdown used pretty early, too. So it's not going to buy as much time as you'd like. Leah getting caught trying to flee, though. This makes it almost impossible. Overtime on the horizon here, Keg.
It's a possibility. Cosmic Divide locking things out, though. 2 players left. Tiramisu remove Sierra.
What?
That's nearly another. 1 left to Elizabeth, the 1v1. Overtime solidified. Smirk saves the day. A messy...
With fancy footwork, Smirk is able to bail Labubus out of that. But that should have been a lot more stable. So much was up there. It was a 2v4. And just some insane fights. I mean, even right here, if Tanaka doesn't die to the classic there, things are so different. And the fact that Elizabeth is almost able to win this. I mean, a headshot there wins you the game. But it's hard to hit that flick, especially with the stun. Absolutely insane. We get our first on-broadcast overtime of the weekend. Outlaw Abusers back to the attack.
And what a time to have it, too, in Grand Finals. Map number 1. A trend-setting motion. Remember what we said. Whichever team could win this map, if we go to map 3, is very likely to convert that, too. Teams naturally are good or not good on 3 sites. It's just a fact. Double nanoswarms are down now. Leah, a fake wingman, forces out a bunch of utility from Smirk. That's gigantic. Relay bolt's now gone. The fast lane still available. Forced to dash away. Call's been made to rotate to A site. A very sound one. Tanaka making distance. Elizabeth gone. No more smokes available for Outlaw Abusers as they push in. But here's the thing. No more smokes in general for this first OT round.
What a flash from Sierra. Clearing out the A side, dropping the spike on the floor too. I mean, read into this so beautifully. The re-rotate from Labubus was excellent. Outlaw Abusers just decimated in that round. It hardly felt like they were able to do anything.
Sierra didn't have to go for the fake rotates nearly as often on the defense, just a killing machine. Outlaw Abusers, they found a big point in the armor to defeat it.
I really liked the way that Sierra took early contact and then left, went all the way to A, and it was NBD this time who lurked. I mean, Outlaw Abusers, we heard it in their comms. They're so used to looking for the Yoru, looking for Sim to be lurking. When Sim was on site, they're like, oh, we don't have to worry about a lurk. And NBD catches them off guard. Here Tanaka has to shut it down. Pops the clone. Here comes Smirk looking for a fight. Takes the worst end of some spam, though.
Smirk has really warmed up in these last few rounds. It's been great to see a mosh pit to help out the push from Tanaka. A bold move, but does so little damage to your own teammate.
Nice catch, though, from Tanaka. Spots the rotate, too. So now Leah and BCJ can head elsewhere on the map and anticipate. Labubu's trying to go through garage. I mean, this camera, it should spot him. There it... Oh, wait. Was he behind the box? Okay, now certainly gets the info. Elizabeth sees it too.
Look at this. Fort Knox on C-site, though. Elizabeth had ample time to back away, unable to do so. However, Owl Drone cleared out mid, recognizing no players natively seen. Mimikyu's going to use this opportunity to push up, avoiding all information. Oh, hello, NBD on A site. I mean,
just an absolutely ratty lurk from NBD. Like, that is a filthy... But you're so far away now. The time down to only 30 seconds. Regrouping here is going to be difficult. NBD and Mimikyu are going to have to fight their own battles. Mimikyu loses hers. Here comes NBD. Spotted by the wingman. Have to pop that. And Leah's good for another. We go more rounds of OT.
It's a very real possibility we could be here for a while, Paul. This OT could go back and forth. Both teams have a very sound strategy in mind of what they want to accomplish. It's just a matter of these changes. And as you mentioned before, when we saw NBD go for the minor defensive lurk, that was a minor change that had very ample results. It's a matter now of seeing if that can continue to happen. More small changes against each other's teams to shake them up has to be the winning move. Ooh, Outlaw Abusers going straight to Seaside would be a massive change from what we've seen. Though they did proc this out early on, force out the relay bolts. Whether or not they dedicate will be a different story.
Well, Smirk spots it. Doesn't want any of that action. Uses the fast lane to get all the way out of there. An early, very quick C-plant. Labubu's gonna have to pick up the pace. Fake clone not really helping them clear out much either. Tanaka sticking to this box. Nice mosh pit separating them, but Aftershock, oh my word, it's a bloodbath suddenly. Leo, oh, it was such a good flash, but it's not enough.
A great reflood. This OT so contingent on NBD. Remember, NBD has the most powerful flashes in the lobby. Second up to Sierra. Only
NBD's been nasty.
Yeah, absolutely. The only real flashes Outlaw Abusers has is the Gecko Dizzy, and while that can be great, it's technically not the same kind of flash as those other two players. It only does so much. It doesn't fully cover your screen. And having Labubus with all the flashes in their pockets makes re-clearing and retaking site a lot easier for their overtime.
Both BCJ and Sierra have dropped 30 now, but BCJ actually dropped 30 a couple rounds ago. It's been a little bit quiet in overtime thus far. I have to imagine, I mean, is in the comms so intently. Tiramisu tucking into this corner, good for one. Both the duelists fall, and NBD joins them in the grave. I mean, now what do you even do as the remaining two players for Labubus? It feels certain that we go to triple overtime.
Absolutely. Shutting down the executes, having these corners held early. No one's been checking corners this whole tournament. Owl Drone's been procced out. No information given on the rotate. The entirety of this defense knows where the last two remaining players are. They could not have escaped anywhere. The crocodile jaws closing in on a hunk of meat. It's Mimikyu to see. Will that be enough? The answer is yes. That's one gone. Tiramisu falls. BCJ for the follow-up. And we go back to an OT reset once more.
Round and round and round we go. Outlaw Abusers, I wonder what the call is going to be on their attack now for Outlaw Abusers. Because I feel like, especially in these OT rounds, it's been a couple of fast rounds, but the retakes are so strong from Labubus We're going to listen into Outlaws as they go for their attack.
My ranked games.
Me?
Yeah. I don't know. Brendan has to agree with that.
Don't matter. We should win
Okay.
these best science spans. Doesn't matter. Ready? Pick me. 3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go, guys. Rush, rush, rush. Run up on me. No stalling. No stalling. Run, 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 run.
Flashed him. Flashed him.
Bugs.
Nice.
Flashing out spawn soon. Play anti.
I'm hurt. I heard. I'm on anti.
Turret saw me.
2 CT.
Oh,
No.
we figured it out.
We did it. We figured it out.
Wow. It's like they blew up the Death Star.
A night and day difference between the last time they went C. And you could hear the cheering there. Oh, we figured it out. We figured out how to attack C. We just run at them and play anti-flash. I think that was the thing that they were missing last time. They weren't playing enough anti. They got caught off by those spectacular flashes from NBD. And then when the duelists flood in, it was difficult. But this time they caught Smirk. They played anti. They shut down. And those trap wires from Tiramisu inside the smoke were nasty. A couple picks coming out there. So now finally Outlaw Abusers have a chance to get this done.
It's a battle of confidence for OT. You cannot stall whatsoever. We heard that in the BCJ comms. Once again, taking these fights early. Nothing but C-site for both sides. A stun is out. The operator displays. Tanaka falls. C-site once more opened up.
BCJ, almost had the timing, but MBD was watching for it. Heard the drop from Garage. And now 2v5, Labubu's figuring it out themselves. All on Leah's shoulders to try and end the map here and now, but it won't be there. It won't even be close. Let's keep it going.
What do you think the ending scoreline's going to be, Paul?
I think 19-17.
19-17.
Yeah.
Were you
I think
born
we got
that
at
year?
least 3 more in us.
I was born in 1917. I'm ancient. That's our age in esports years.
80 years older than me. That's wild.
Hey,
We're going to go to a listen in with Labubus as they try and take a lead in overtime.
Gonna go like slide out deep.
Yeah, slide to the right again with the sun.
Okay, clear.
Jesus Christ, running a
How many?
a lot of. Make a gecko flash here.
Flashing front.
Okay.
Ooh. Right now I'm stunning.
Nice. Good kill. Left side. Left side.
Watch left side. Good trades though.
One short, one default. Oh no.
Oh god.
GG.
The whiff I
You guys got
will.
one bulleted.
Okay, do the same C split.
Yeah.
The whiff I woofed. I'm saying that from now on.
That's woofed is a great word. I love that. I feel like the last 3 rounds have gotten by in the blink of an eye, Keg. These teams are running at each other, and we get the privilege of knowing what's up, what's about to happen. Labubus are running the same C split. They're coming right back to C.
Oh, I don't think they are. This looks like a more of a default. Possibly, maybe a split towards C. Okay, it looked like it was a default for a second.
Split.
It was a default for a second. Definitely not the same as we had seen before. It was a full exec through Garage last round. Tanaka did have those early shots and unfortunately did stall out the one player, the spike wielder on this side. Smokes top Garage will sell the
Good jump
strat.
speak. Oh wait, no, didn't see! That Tanaka was all the way in the box!
No!
That's the KJ down. Sierra falls too. Elizabeth hiding up in top Garage. I mean, surely you have to leave here. You know, not only is this the strong side, it's the op side. You don't have anything to deal with that. Smirk is on basically 1 HP as well. Outlaw Abusers are poised to take the map right here.
This could be a time for Labubus to reset. Hope the rotates to A occur and go back B or C. But the op has to stay on C site. It's not as valuable on A.
But I like the way Outlaw Abusers are playing the A site too. Leah is just holding all the way back. It's like, hey, if we play a 5v3 retake, that's fine. Although on the other side, NBD finding Tiramisu costs a lot of health to do so, though. The next couple of fights for NBD need to be clean, or Smirk can get him and stab Elizabeth in the back of his head. That's not bad. NBD falls, though. 2 players. The hopes of Labubu's map pick on their shoulders.
Still 5 HP on Smirk. Oh! Dizzy doesn't connect. The only flash.
Oh. And Mimikyu TP's right into the waiting arms of BCJ. 5 HP in a dream for Smirk, but Wingman's defusing. You have to break it, and Leah, BCJ, they both swing to finish the job. Map 1, Haven, goes to the Outlaw Abusers.
Oh, what a fight in the process, right? That could have gone either way. I think towards overtime, we started seeing more varied strats come out from Outlaw Abusers. They had their fast executes, they had the patience applied, but all that mattered too is that despite, I think, having a pretty distinct utility disadvantage throughout the entire map, it was still such a great fight to catch out the anglings and use game sense to figure out the individual players of Labubus and how to take them out.
Yeah, really well done. Honestly, by both teams, I thought there were a ton of really excellent adjustments. I mean, no surprise that our two not Ascension players, but our two Challengers players are
Ascension at
top.
one point.
Yeah, Ascension at one point. I wasn't wrong, but Challengers is at least more recent.
Ascension alum.
10 First Bloods. I mean, I guess we did play 32 rounds, so 10 First Blood. 10 First Blood's still pretty good, though. A third of the rounds, Sim is the one getting in the action. This is nuts.
I mean, that's a great stat, but it's a telling stat too, Paul, because even in our listen-ins, we saw BCJ com, look, he is going to push you. He is going to find this opening pick. That is a very important thing to figure out in map number 1 of Grand Finals. Sierra is going to have to completely change how they play their early games if they want to find success in the map 2.
BCJ casually with that very final kill, dropping 40, by the way.
No big deal.
Absolutely nuts. But honestly, I was impressed. I don't think there was a single player in this lobby that didn't impress me at some point or another. These are the games that I've been waiting to see. I love how this first map panned out. We had such insane plays. I mean, we had the ratty plays from Elizabeth. We had Mimikyu with some clutches. We had NBD, I think, quietly one of the heroes of Labubus. Those stuns, those flashes were all just nasty.
Yeah, great utility usage from both of the flashers. Remember where we came from, too. This was a game where Outlaw Abusers were up nearly 6 rounds, and LBB had 0 at the start, brought it into something up overtime to bring it 15-17 for them. A really good starting marker for both teams, and Haven, going the ways of Outlaw Abusers, we still have at least one more map to go for Grand Finals. We have Ascent next. This has been a more comfortable map for duelists like Sierra and Smirk especially. I don't see a world where they switch up either of them. We're probably going to see very similar characters as well for both sides. It's just a matter of how they can play as well with a team together.
Yeah, I think it's, again, gonna come down to that double duelist versus double initiator that we've kind of been seeing from both these teams all weekend. If I remember correctly, when we saw Outlaw Abusers on Ascent previously, they picked the KO for BCJ, which I think is great. Gives him a lot of agency on that pick. I mean, we already saw, even here on Sova is dropping 40 in 32 rounds, right? You put that guy on someone who can pick his own fights, right? With utility, with flashes. I think that's going to be nuts. We've got Ascent coming at all of you fine folks after the break. And while you're on break, maybe, let's keep in mind, maybe you head over to QoR or QoRGaming.com/shop. Get yourself some nice merch. The folks at QoR Gaming helping us put this one on. I mean, all those jackets look so nice. Those sweaters. I want one.
But don't eat them. We learned our lesson.
Don't eat them. We did learn that. Don't eat them.
I was in the bathroom for hours yesterday.
Oh, oof, too much information. Well, we'll give you a bathroom break now, Keg. We're coming back with Ascent in just a minute.
Hi, my name is Clocracy or Chloe. I'm a content creator for QoR. I'm team captain of Clown Car. And I'm a VCT Game Changers player.
I'm Danny. I'm a host of the QoR cast, and I make YouTube videos, and I'm not a Valorant player. Okay, Noel, you're up.
Fudge! Yo, I'm not good at this, man. All right. My name is Dr. Noel. People know me as Noel. I am from the Bahamas, probably known as the #1 CS:GO, Valorant, Call of Duty player in the Bahamas, quote unquote.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of people. And I'm usually known as the Brimstone one trick. So yeah, because of how aggressively I play Brimstone. And I am a content creator for QoR Gaming as well.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie or Kenzie Q. I'm a Valorant content creator. I make Valorant YouTube videos and TikToks, and I stream degen hours on Twitch. And yeah, I'm part of the Clown Car.
Well, my next shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, my name's Hexe, and I grind the game 24 hours a day. I'm low-key crazy at the video game. I stopped streaming a little bit, but I'm getting back into it low-key. But I'm ready to win.
Yes, sir.
He looks like
Let's go.
he's high on Valorant. He looks like he's living in the servers.
I gotta ask, who came up with the name Cloud Car?
It was
a
close.
certain,
Yeah,
it was a certain team
Yeah.
captain.
Boys, this is
Okay, well,
democracy in here.
listen, I asked the day before, I was like, what do you want the name to be? And then I got one bad name from Ennis, so we don't gotta talk about that. And I was like, okay, let me just think of a name on the spot. And then I was thinking, you know how everyone like uses their names in it, so I was like, oh, Clocracy's Clowns, and I was like, that sounds kind of not good. So then I put Clown Car, and then I didn't tell them. So,
Wait, you
Yeah,
just...
we didn't have any word in this.
Yeah, we didn't have a say.
Map 2 and potentially the final map of the Frausto Creator Cup Grand Finals is here. We have Outlaw Abusers versus Labubus, and it was a very, very close, like this close map #1 between the two teams. 17 and 15 for Outlaw Abusers to barely squeak out a win. My name is Keg. I'm joined by Paulsable, and we're going to be seeing whether or not this is the final map of the tournament.
Yeah, it's best of 3. Outlaw Abusers could put it away right here, and this is even their map pick. They wanted to come back to this map after yesterday, so I'm interested to see how exactly might they switch some things up, because this was the map they looked the most shaky on, or at least the most vulnerable on yesterday, I should say. I don't know if that has to do with shakiness, really, more so, oh, the other team was just actually suddenly comfortable playing here and not Icebox or Pearl.
Liz told us how much caffeine was going through everyone's veins in the interview.
That's
so
true.
Maybe there was some shakiness. We've all been there.
Everyone knows, I mean, there is a curve to caffeine, right? Maybe
Oh,
there was
yeah.
the low end of the curve before the next, big entry of caffeine to the system. That's certainly possible.
It's either you're shaking or you're going, ah! There's no in between when it comes to Valorant. But
That's just how I
thankfully-
feel all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a certified caster moment. I mean, I can't really disagree otherwise. Luckily, though, we are going to be going to Agent Select shortly. I really don't imagine there being too many changes. You highlighted BCJ on the KO. That's probably the major one we're going to be seeing. But both of these teams have been rocking relatively the same agents the entire tournament.
Yeah, it's been 2 very consistent styles for both these teams. And I think that's actually goes to show, I mean, that's one of the reasons that most teams, professional teams, you pick an agent, you pick a role rather, and you're
Yes.
good for it, right? That level of consistency helps not just you learning your role more consistently, but also helps the teammates around you learn how to play around your specific style of initiator or duelist or sentinel or whatever you're on.
I would hope so. I mean, look, sometimes in VCT we've seen some interesting role swaps. So I don't know.
That's true. That's true. That does. I mean, role swaps aren't. They're not impossible.
Sure, we can
right?
put a world-class duelist player on Sentinel. We'll see what happens.
Is that Sentinel Chamber?
What year are you in? 2025, maybe with a chamber buff.
I have no watch. This is just skin. I don't know what the time or year is.
Oh, I like your skin. Luckily, though, we just have a few.
Keg,
more
you've said a
moments.
lot of things that have made me unsettled. I think I might have to go. I think I'll
Don't make me solo cast.
No, I'd never do that to you.
Oh.
Never. No. Alrighty.
I got scared for a moment. What could I couldn't do this without you, Paul.
I mean, couldn't is a strong word. It would definitely be less fun. I mean, solo casting in general is just
shouldn't do this without you, Paul.
Oh. Well, thank you. All of you, while we're waiting on one of the players to come back from bio break, shouldn't do any of this, shouldn't be watching if you haven't checked out the amazing charity initiative from QoR Gaming. I don't know if you guys have heard, but QoR Gaming is teaming up with Gamers Outreach Charity to bring the gift of gaming to kids. The goal is to bring and raise enough money for 3 whole go-karts. 3 go-karts so that people can have some go-karts. That some of the kids can have some go-karts. There's a charity event happening April 4th through April 6th, and you can get involved either by donating or even playing in the event if you go to QoRgaming.com/QoR Heroes. That's QoRgaming.com/QoR Heroes. So get involved, help some kids get some go-karts.
Chat, who would win in a go-kart race, me or Paul?
Not me.
Or the kids that get the 3 go-karts.
The kids who get the go-karts would beat both of us.
Yeah, they would. They'd throw banana peels at us and blue shells.
they'd straight up real-life Mario Kart us.
Yo, dude, I'm so down for that. Agent Select
man.
is here. We are back into the fray. Again, I'm not expecting any major changes. Leah on the Tejo highlight, I think is interesting. Not really too far from the Gecko from last map. Smirk and Sierra, surprise, surprise. The Neon and Yoru yet again. Yeah, I mean, this is bog standard.
Yeah, I'm not expecting too many swap-ups for either of our squads. The real question I have is just what initiator will BCJ play? Because honestly, could play any of them.
Oh, my
or
favorite
not play an initiator at all.
Okay. BCJ's watching the broadcast and it's like, KO, old news. We're gonna go full Paper X in this.
No KO, no Sova for Outlaw Abusers. That's fascinating for me. They're just gonna run with the Tejo here on Ascent.
To be fair, there were a lot of rounds in Haven where BCJ would just end the round not using much utility. I think they've recognized, okay, a lot of this is just contact plays out of Labubu's. We don't really need to figure out where they're going to go. If they just fast execute everything, we just need to prioritize what utility we can use to take gunfights. I'm bringing out ISO.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, we saw BCJ play the ISO on Pearl yesterday and absolutely slapped with it. No surprises. I mean, the guy's mechanically as clean as they come, realistically speaking. So I guess after that first map was just like, yeah, you know, I dropped 40 on an initiator. Let me get on a duelist, just slap their duelists around, and then we'll be packing this series up in 2.
Can't get cocky, though. Sierra has been playing the Yoru very well this entire tournament, and we saw 10 first bloods come through on Haven. So as long as Sierra is put to bay, this should be another game for Outlaw Abusers, and we end the tournament 2-0. But if Smirk and Sierra can break loose of their figurative chains and run free, then there's a big opportunity. We go back to another third site map.
And that's where I'm actually looking at Labubus. I'm looking at Sierra to have some assistance with a lot of those fights, because that's something we saw on Pearl when BCJ was playing the ISO yesterday, is that everybody else on the team is playing around BCJ's ISO and throwing in all their utility so BCJ can win the first couple of gunfights and get them a player advantage. I think Sierra and Smirk will need that same sort of assistance from Mimikyu and NBD if they are going to maintain that high level of success we've seen from them all weekend.
I believe in the semifinals on Pearl, you highlighted that too, that was a big advantage that Outlaw Abusers used to get into the Grand Finals.
Yeah, absolutely. Here comes BCJ. Already, you see, just the confidence. Swinging for that. Oh, you can get the shield. There we go. Re-ups it. Sierra looking for a timing here. Tanaka's watching this. Ooh, okay, it gets a little dicey, but manages to get it. Meanwhile, though, the site not going so well. A Frenzy. NBD has found the timing. Oh, couldn't quite get the one, though. Just ends up getting some damage. BCJ coming over to clean it up. Already 3 on the board for our ISO.
Mimikyu's the last one left. BCJ set up and ready. Everything else has been triangulated. 4K to start things off. BCJ having the time of his life, smurfing Grand Finals.
Okay, so BCJ's probably going to buy into a Vandal. Yep, there it is. What do you think the odds are that we see a BCJ kill contract round 3?
Ooh, I honestly, if this is Grand Finals, you're playing for content, what are the odds we see it this round?
You think, what, gets 3 kills, uses the kill contract on the 4th?
I can see the TikTok now. I got a round 2 ISO. Oh, Grand Finals at a tournament.
Does BCJ make many TikToks?
He does now.
that'll be his first viral one.
Yeah, in between every round. No, not a lot of people know this. In between rounds at the Shopify facility, he's just doing TikTok dances.
I'm sure. Well, Tiramisu steals this first one away from that, so I think... Yeah, now we can't see a kill contract this round. Unless BCJ goes and gets the orb. Or plants, I guess. Does have the spike.
It's all going to plan right now. NBD, same B main position as last round. Musical Chaos caught off. Leah was set up and ready. Looks like the ship has sailed. No chance for the kill contract this round. I thought I was cooking. I burnt the kitchen.
I liked Musical Chaos living up to their name there, too, at the very end. Just, like, constantly hitting the edge of the cyber cage, giving us a little, like, rhythm.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
These are the weird things my brain picks up on, Keg.
I see. I'm learning more and more. For the
No, it's not
inevitable brain
I
surgery.
see, it's I so.
Oh. Wow.
These are the weird things my brain picks up on, Keg.
No shot. This is why you're one of a kind, Paul.
Truly inimitable. All right, let's get into round 3. This is an important one for Labubus. Reminder, on the first map, Labubus, it took him a little to heat up. So, they don't want to lose another bonus here. Smirk getting hurt on the jump peaks, but is on Neon. Can ideally run away. Decides to try and stay and fight, but that's BCJ with the shield on the other side of things. And the spam to find Mimikyu there, that's just filthy. Sierra trying to get something done, but that shield just gives BCJ all the room in the world to work with. Already it's 4. Can BCJ find the 5th, or will it be stolen away? Well, now Tanaka gives their life for the cause. Guided Salvo trying to flush NBD into a fight. Doesn't quite happen that way, though.
Could see that ult. No. BCJ's out for
so
blood.
Funny to ult there.
BCJ's life is a living ult. A huge ace.
This guy loads into the server and it's a kill contract. We don't need to hit X.
Bro's not even seeing red, he's seeing purple.
Absolutely filthy.
I mean,
if BCJ had used the kill contract, he'd be well on his way to a second one.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. 9-0 so far. At this point, I think also round 4 Haven, we saw him 9-1. But so far, NBD and Sierra are the only 2 people to convert kills. It did take about 6 rounds for them to get on board. Smirk does struggle historically, Neon on Ascent for defense. So hopefully we can see him put a bit more on a leash and wait for these executes to start going for kills rather than on entry.
And the shield has already been popped here. BCJ used it pretty early. Here comes the kill contract,
the Killjoy too.
And that's just a sheriff. I mean, hey, if you get the headshot, it works. But BCJ's got that. Uses it to refresh the shield. That is just wrong. That's filthy.
Absolutely. Now Smirk. An attempt was made. Shield back into the toe. Luckily, though, getting the kill contract and the Killjoy did remove the potential of all the nano swarms on entry for the attackers to go underway. BCJ, nearly not long for this world. A noble sacrifice for Elizabeth. Whoa!
In the blink of an eye, it's a thrifty.
So, scientist brain in me says that if the kill contract is used by BCJ, it's a
You're
losing
going with
round.
the curse again. You're going with the curse.
First it was Outlaws, now it's BCJ ult.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about the kill contract is BCJ wins the fight, but actually, BCJ was gone. So the rest of the team didn't have BCJ. Let's go to Labubu's high off that thrifty win to see how they keep their momentum going.
Yep. Let's take a fast B.
Fast B, fast B.
Smoking.
I'm darting. I'm gonna dart as they're coming out.
Yeah, there were 2, 3. Getting orb.
Yep.
We're stalled.
Mid,
ISO's mid.
ISO mid, Kyle's.
He's pushing me.
Wait, can we up down here? Just hold like this. Just hold like this. We'll take this.
It's Jet and Tejo.
Hey, nice. Good trade.
Jet and Tejo B main.
Cypher mid.
That's Cypher mid. Coming B, coming B, coming B.
They're walking onto side. They're walking onto B side.
Out on site.
Out B,
Nice.
out B, one's
One,
out B.
one switch, one switch.
And one market.
Oh,
One flanking.
one more on side.
NT.
Damn.
That slow push market. Oh, I whiffed so bad.
It was a slow push market, but honestly speaking, Labubus had their finger on the pulse from the very start of the round. They anticipated the fast B hit. They noticed the big slowdown, especially from BCJ. They didn't quite anticipate the market hit, but the alarm bot was detonated and BCJ did get traded out. Slowed down Outlaw Abusers quite a bit, but unfortunately was still around not to be.
A valiant effort from Labubus. They're going to be out of economy right after that Thrifty. Feels bad.
They do have one Vandal.
One hero rifle, indeed.
Calls been made for
And,
the quick
yeah,
rotate.
I mean, it's the right move here. If you can manage to trade out BCJ again, it could go well, but BCJ's got some assistance too. Sierra lopping heads off left and right. Hello. No shield for BCJ. That's a tradable player. Spam nearly gets him and eventually does. Once again, the Boo-Boos have caught Outlaw Abusers off guard on their A push. This time it's just Elizabeth to try and make this happen. She has plenty of util. Knows Musical Chaos is there. Good for the first headshot. But do you expect Smirk so closely? So close and nice! Clutch from the Astra.
We gotta put Elizabeth on Duelist. Holy. Great clutch from Elizabeth there. Very curious to see where this Armageddon's gonna live into this round. I imagine this will be fast. Thank you, production, for this replay. Because I was truly wondering, out of the 3 kills that Sierra got on A site, how many he actually saw. It truly looked like it really looked like he was blindly firing and got 3.
Hey, 3's 3.
Yeah,
Take it.
game is game.
That being said, an excellent re-swing of momentum. Outlaw Abusers still in the lead. And they have plenty of ults here, too.
This was around the time on Haven when Labubu started getting their footing and converted rounds back. Outlaw Abusers had a hard time adjusting. Smirk looked down in lane by themselves. Kill contract available.
Nice.
Mid-ult from NBD. That's so sad. Oh, no.
Nasty stuff from BCJ. An excellent opportunist. And I mean, Musical Chaos and Mimikyu have at least survived the opening fray, gotten past the tripwire and everything, can come up for a flank, but there's not much you're going to be able to do here.
God, that's so disheartening.
Yeah, that's something you got to be careful of if you're playing the Sova. ISO is a soft counter to your ult if you're not careful.
Oh, it was such a good Hunter's Fury too. It stalled out Marketplace, the core of where Outlaw Abusers were pushing. Unlucky. See, I feel that you should be able to carry the Hunter's Fury into the ISO wall.
Well, but
so
even
on the
could,
startup, you get like one laser blast in, to even things up a tiny bit.
I don't know about that.
Ah, come on, you have the shield anyways as ISO.
Well, but not always. We've been seeing BCJ use the kill contract to refresh the shield.
I mean, even better then. You have a 50-50 as the Sova.
Either way, the Boobers are going to have to start putting numbers on the board, and with MBD down so early, that's tough.
Wow. 3 ults available now.
Sierra getting spotted too by the drone. I mean, at least moves over to make sure that's not a gap in the defense, but what is Smirk going to do alone here now? Apparently slide right past BCJ with util out. Good for a second as well. Leah eventually catches him off, and Tanaka, good to take A main. So the A site technically under Outlaw Abuser's control. Tanaka's reload heard though. Sierra, while the plant is going on, knows that one will be close and gets the low health player. A flash thrown out too. Leah dodges it, looks for the second, stabs under the second flash. And the Armageddon 2 knows that the player is Tree. Just gonna force Musical Chaos all the way back and around and buy time.
What can Musical Chaos do? Does not go back around top heaven. That's what Leah's expecting. Instead, it's a reset back to the initial entry.
Leah with the salvo. Actually goes heaven. What a flick! That was primal. That was instinctual.
Holy hell. Oh my god. Can we get a replay of that?
My, oh my.
Thank you, production. Go to
I mean,
production,
this
by the
play
way.
from Smirk is so nice, too. But Leah, I mean, getting under the second flash, that's inhuman.
Hi, Twitter.
Truly. I better see that on Twitter later.
Hi, TikTok.
My, oh my. And Sam, I mean, this is a gun round for Labubus, but Sam has no armor.
Bro is the armor. Complete lockdown from the KJ. Do see the rotate gate crash, top of A heaven just in case. Stealth drone spots out Sierra. Still chooses to take this initial fight.
Sierra, good for BCJ.
What?
And another.
What?
I mean, I guess you don't need armor if nobody's looking at you.
Why weren't
TP's
they
out
looking at
too.
him? The stealth drone cleared him.
I suppose maybe a comms issue.
Leah? Alright, well. Damage has been done. Entry's gone completely. Cosmic Divide available. Most certainly will be procced for A-Site.
I think most certainly might be saved. Oh, timing here for NBD actually could be a problem. Okay. Gets the gun back up. Doesn't help in that fight, but Sierra good for 2 more. Just absurd. And it's all on Elizabeth's shoulders. I mean, she clutched before, but a 1v4 feels not doable.
Even forcing
especially out into Sierra. I mean, hey, actually gets that fight flawlessly. Sierra wasn't expecting such a wide swing. Do you expect the player left and behind you,
not
though?
again.
Not again! Not again! Wait, she's hurt! She runs up to her because Elizabeth's just full sprinting. But surely these two will swing together. Okay, and Smirk's got it.
Elizabeth is playing COD Zombies. Holy moly. I saw the vision of using the ult. I saw a vision where you got the entry, killing NBD, going into sight. Unfortunately, it was just not to be. Great for Elizabeth to deny the Mimikyu knife. The one player so far this tournament to do it. Luckily for us, we do get a listen-in on Outlaw Abusers to see what the heck is going on now.
And I don't know, maybe logs.
I volt.
Or stairs? Okay, logs.
So, someone break KJ turret if it's here.
Oh shit.
Ah, fuck the dart. We want him to know we're coming. Sorry. One stairs.
There's 2.
One more backside.
Next time I'll shoot the dart.
Oh my god.
Stairs.
Stairs. Stairs and CT.
That's fun.
I'm in danger. Do we think they're behind me? Because I heard someone grass.
40 on your route.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
So smart.
All right, Sim, come here.
You're better than him. You're better.
True.
Sim, keep it real with you, homie. You're my favorite duelists we have in the ecosystem. Please go easy on me because of that, okay? I will tout you every second I get because you deserve that because you're so talented. You're probably gonna YOLO me right now. And the reason I know that is because I'm a Oh!
Yeah.
Liz was casting herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even a caster, bro.
I know, but it was funny.
I'm a host.
You were hosting yourself.
Liz is a gift to society.
Liz is out here trying to steal our jobs. We do the listen-in and she casts herself? How did she know?
The 1v1 against Sim. It's a dream come true for her. Imagine she won it out.
I just put him on a pedestal the whole time, too. I loved it. Hey, flattery works on me. Sim, I guess not so much.
Sim is just locked in. Gate crash once again. Still arsenal of ults on both sides. Contingency available now instead of the paranoia for the entry. Fast B hit once more. Tanaka, no crosshair by the way. NBD shuts down everything.
You're really harping on him for that no crosshair. I don't think a crosshair would have saved him from the recon bolt there.
It's fascinating to not play with a crosshair. It's mostly out of jealousy that I'm mentioning it.
A decisive round for Labubus, though. Again, waking up in the later stages of their defense.
To be fair, Outlaw Abusers have just been fast-tracking B round after round since losing that initial.
It looks like they're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Have we seen them play A main even once?
No, it's been mostly splits to A. Stealth drone likely early on for Marketplace. Alarm bot in the way. Hunter's Fury available too for Marketplace.
Oh. Smirk. Aware that somebody might be crossed. Here's the jet dash in A main too. So yeah, look, the rotate's already coming over. Labubu's prepared for this. Uzi grab, NBD. BCJ, if you could get rid of the Sova, that would be huge. Manages to do it easily. Meanwhile, though, Sierra trading back. Leah found in mid. And BCJ wants this fight, but Sierra's repositioned with the gate crash.
Very important note, too. Decoy, B main. Heard noise, Elizabeth calms it. Musical is outside B main, not noticed.
Oh! Another crispy two-piece from Sierra in an instant. And now it's just on Tanaka and Elizabeth. I mean, Elizabeth nearly finds a nice timing onto Smirk, but here comes Smirk sliding in with a stun. No ace for Sierra this time around, but it is still a great recovery in the later stages of that defense for Labubus.
It's really not much different from what we saw in map number 1. Same exact beats. A 7-5 half once again. This time, though, swapping away from the attack to the defense, BCJ is going to take on the mantle of Sierra and just start wide swinging every contact angle imaginable.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the plan here for Outlaw Abusers, because it's one thing to have BCJ on the attack be your duelist, right? He can be the tip of the spear. You can always be grouped. He can always just make the entry happen. But on the defense, it's a little bit more tricky, right? If they manage to find the site that BCJ's not on, if they manage to go to the other side, right? Like even here in this round, we've got 3 players toward B. They get some favorable picks. Makes it a little bit trickier for BCJ to have the same level of impact. High impact, he's going to manage it.
BCJ and Lee are going to be playing in tandem with each other for the majority of this half. The stealth drone and the Armageddon pushed up together. It's going to allow BCJ to get a lot of angling. There it is. Forces out the gate crash. Very different how BCJ played with Tanaka almost exclusively the last time they were defensively on Ascent, where they would flash for Tanaka. Tanaka would push up mid with Op and hope for the best. No flashes this time for Outlaw Abusers.
Tanaka getting caught, but BCJ ready to trade that off. Manages to get rid of Sierra. Here comes the push in. Once BCJ is spotted on the other side still. Labubus want to try and go for it. Oh, Elizabeth manages to get one. Okay. Ends up in a 2v2. But Smirk doesn't have much HP. And like you said, Leah, BCJ, shoulder and shoulder, arm in arm. Here comes another shield as well. BCJ is going to be tough to try and deal with. You have to find the timing on this swing perfectly. And there it is, refreshed as well. I mean, that just makes it impossible to put him down.
Great moment for BCJ to proc out the armor. It was nearly depleted. Takes the 1v1 versus Smirk, who swings. They were at 1 HP. Allowed BCJ to refresh the shield and take the fight with Mimikyu. Great decision making from the hands of Outlaw Abusers.
And this is a little bit different than we saw on Haven, because that pistol, the second round, did go to Labubu. So now they're going to have to claw back in, not just this anti-eco, but claw back probably against a 5-9 scoreline once they actually start to give guns in their hands. It becomes much more difficult. Backs much closer to the wall.
There is an Outlaw from Outlaw Abusers.
Okay,
Deep
let's see
inside
if that
mid.
curse holds. Yesterday, Keg was convinced that the Outlaw is a curse for the Outlaw Abusers.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 did not work for Outlaw Abusers.
BCJ goes for the swing here. Inside the smoke, manages to throw down 1. Leah only 15 HP left. But, I mean, the others aren't very healthy either. Nice shot from Sierra, but it is traded back. And I don't think Mimikyu has enough health to make this happen. So I think it's about to be 2 for 4, which mathematically makes sense to me, Keg.
Means it's not an outlier anymore. It's a coin flip.
Sure.
You know, there's still time in the round, 58 seconds. Mimikyu is not yet discovered.
I mean, Tanaka's about to die. So at the very least, the Outlaw is the curse to the person who has it.
Oh! A little mini heart attack from Mimikyu. 2 off ult, cannot TP to site. Full smoke's available, though. Can easily go for a timing here.
And does have the Vandal, too.
Does have the Vandal, yes, but no information on Elizabeth, who could easily go B main. Plus, Tripwire available, Cam available too for the post plant. It won't be hard to mark out exactly where Mimikyu isn't.
Oh, but the tag didn't actually hit.
It's approximate
Just a little bit
information,
off. It's approximate information. Mimikyu can reposition, goes logs, and just tucks away. If Mimikyu can isolate this first fight, there's a chance. But if it gets cleared, or if Tiramisu just walks all the way out, Elizabeth, yeah. I mean, the ratty player certainly knows all the ratty corners. Not gonna let Mimikyu get away with that one. Comes back in for the defuse, and it is 5-9.
Call Elizabeth Master Splinter. The Rat Master over here has been so good about being consistently unidentifiable in the entirety of these mid-rounds. Has saved Outlaw abusers, I think, more times than they've realized.
Excellently done. And now we have a real gun round here for Labubus. This is a pivotal one for them. And a pretty potent bonus too, for Outlaw abusers. On the defense, 2 judges. Oh man, we haven't seen a lot of corners cleared this this weekend, Keg. I'm a little nervous for Labubus.
I mean, speaking of the Rat Master plays, right? You have the early Cypher Cam for the contact. Once that goes off, Smirk should be getting swung by the judge. Oh, Tiramisu's gonna be first contact. A flash drone.
Oh.
Judge discovered. Has to play around the tripwire.
Falling back. BCJ good for 1. The kill contract's up here too if you want it. Shields ringing. Tiramisu goes down, but Elizabeth still just tucked in his corner. Long range judge. The long range judge, man. Here comes the kill contract. Shields up too. This is tough for Musical Chaos, but manages to get it done. 5 HP for Elizabeth here. She's gonna die to the turret. The chicken. Oh, barely she gets out of that one.
Picks up a Vandal.
No, okay. Picks up the Vandal, but I mean, what do you do with it?
Do want to mention though, we did get to see the round 3 kill contract.
True.
3 stars available now for Elizabeth. No information at all on the remaining 2 players. A high-low setup with Mimikyu.
Stomping too. I mean, you never clear that corner. Yeah, Mimikyu's in an excellent off angle. And with only 5 HP, there wasn't much Elizabeth could do. Nicely done by Labubus to get themselves on the board.
To be fair, though, the weaponry for Outlaw abusers was not in the best position.
True.
The fact that one of the mightiest kills we had seen was a long-range judge, the shutdown Smirk, was impressive in and of its own, but definitely a morality boost that's needed for the attackers here. It's just a matter now of seeing what the setup's going to look like again. We do have a listen-in with Labubus. What are they thinking about?
Just walk up again. One's lane.
Cypher Kun?
I broke
Here.
it. There's 2 here.
Wait, hold on. Let me grab word. I can molly market.
Cypher's market, Cypher's market.
Molly market.
Back up. Go back mid. Watch the A
He's
push and
backed
mid push. Leave me here. You guys go clear it.
Let's
Just go really slow. We have a bunch of time. The Jet and ISO always push everything. Watch out.
I'm darting close.
Yeah, one's bottom mid.
Do we want to go through
Watch out
spawn
mid.
or?
I don't know who I heard, but one was running.
Mid dangerous.
Oh my god, what an
Cypher.
angle. Mid bottom. Cypher. Nice, good trade.
Cypher,
Come back B, come back B.
Heals
Come back
cat.
B.
We could go B, we could go back B.
One more side.
I saw A.
Alright, so far spawn. Y'all just take B.
One's gonna be sight, I think.
You close the door. Oh shit.
Oh my
Nice.
whip. I'm out.
No, you're good.
I'm coming on site.
Wait, one side.
Yeah,
2 bullets.
Fuck, I don't have bullets.
Brother.
ISO was spawn, watch out flank. He's main.
Yeah. She's scared. She usually plays lurk.
Nice.
I saw broke his shield.
I'm on HP.
I'm coming with you. I'm cooked, bro.
No, you're not. He dropped.
No,
you're not. You're literally the best player in the world. Holy shit.
Dude, I thought he was gonna spray me through the box. That's why I said I'm cooked, bro.
Oh, okay, Smirk.
Unbelievable.
Smirk is like a Lucario. The more damage you put into him, the less HP he has, the more hyper activated he is, winning a very high intensity 1v2 with 7 HP.
It's that nothing to lose mindset from Smirk. Absolutely insane. And now, I mean, Labubas are back in it. This is a Sheriff's eco round for Outlaw Abusers. I mean, can't count them all the way out. They got some fraggers on their team for sure, but... Oh. Yeah, Leah's in a little bit of a tough spot. Will isolate the one pick. Smoke is good. Actually good for the kill as well. Tanaka picking up Sierra on the reinforcement out through mid too. Hang on. Things are getting dicey.
Good timing here. Sheriff available now.
Oh
Tanaka. There's really no
BCJ
place
just
to
going for it, dude.
There's no place to go as an attacker. You're stuck in Spawn, Musical Chaos, attempting the Nelly Bly across the world back to B site.
But it's heard. Oh, not the spin shot, the 360 from Tanaka to Thrifty.
See,
My,
this is
oh
why I bring up Tanaka's not using a crosshair. That's impressive if you have a crosshair.
Look, just know the pixel that's the center of your screen. It's that easy, Keg.
Oh, of course. My bad. I gotta become a pixelologist like him.
There's too many types of ologists here that you're trying to be.
You know, I don't know what I want my profession to be, Paul. I have too many interests.
Relatable. All right, Tanaka. Do you know what you're gambling with around this corner? Ooh, we'll know now. Hang on, wait, guys. Somebody please be watching for it. Thank you.
Tanaka's not dead.
Reinforces, though. Tanaka doesn't fall. The shorty didn't pan out, and Leah's good for another. Only Mimikyu spilling any of Outlaw Abuser's blood, and otherwise it's a slaughter.
That was a final synapse of your brain firing up before you die round. There's colors and death. All that applies. Outlaw Abusers with that tail, if this is how Labubus keep playing, the columns are going to be wild. It really comes down to when Leah procs the ult. If it goes in tandem with Elizabeth using the gravity well, again, it's going to be a messy, messy round for the attackers.
Sim's got to be kicking himself. I don't know how the shorty doesn't kill when you catch the opponent off guard like that.
My contact, I'll tell you.
They're joining B.
Okay, they cancel it.
Oh, I wanted to do that.
Canceled.
I hope they do that next round.
You can get ready to do it B. You can do it behind them, like here.
Okay.
You ready?
No, I'm too far still.
Haha, they didn't get my trips. They're trying to come in B.
You wanna do it, Sin? From the
Yeah.
right side?
You want me to do it now?
He should die.
Nice. Oh my
Neon was
god,
there
that's
too?
so big.
I'm going back A.
Yeah, it could be out A.
Huge gap on A main right
They're still leading B. Oh boy.
Nice. 2 towards B. It's Yoru and Killjoy.
I'll do what I can.
You have nukes for the run out?
No.
Oh shit, his fucking tip. It dodged it. Nice.
All 4 try.
120 on Yoru.
Yoru's in main.
Yoru's
Last one's in main.
He's far.
It is the raid boss. Be very careful. He is at 120, but he is the raid boss. Nice.
Raid boss? Who? We got the raid boss. We got the raid boss.
Down. Yeah,
Raid boss.
Raid boss is down. Possibly for the final time. There's only one more round. Grand Finals point for Outlaw Abusers. This is their opportunity to have a clean sweep through the entire Creator Cup tournament.
And BCJ's already dropped 30. I mean, the ISO has just been nuts for BCJ thus far. In the last couple of rounds, Labubus, it feels like they've been picking a direction, going, and then flailing once Outlaw Abusers catches them off guard. This time, a bit more of a split default. Tanaka versus Sierra. This could almost determine the entire game right here. If Tanaka finds it! There goes the raid boss. Outlaw Abusers now just need to pick up the ads. Mimikyu, the next one on the chopping block. Tanaka waiting for it.
Oh,
clears the corner behind. Here comes the paranoia too. That'll force Leah away. Hunter's Fury used and canceled. Unlucky for NBD. Didn't expect the guided salvo to come in. huge ult thrown to the wayside now. 4v4 not unwinnable by any stretch of the imagination, but Labubus, they have to regroup. They have to get this all together, and they're going to decide to go B, with 50 seconds left on the clock.
It's a big reset, neural theft available. Elizabeth, Cosmic Divide also in tow. With timing here, shutting down huge. Look at Elizabeth's position though, ahead of the tripwire, needs to use this gravity well to stall.
Gravity well goes out immediately and tees up one for BCJ. Elizabeth good for another, and now it's all on Mimikyu. The spike can get recovered. The A site is currently unoccupied, but look at the tide of Outlaw abusers flowing into the A site. Leah will even be here in time. Cosmic Divide doesn't make it. Ooh, just a couple tags. Mimikyu tries to tuck, but Leah doesn't let her get away. The Outlaw abusers are your grand final champions.
A very clean 2-0 from Outlaw Abusers. You play the two maps that everyone's played since the dawn of time. Of course you're going to have world champion talent, know exactly beat for beat what to do per round, and have an amazing team to follow up with it.
I mean, it was phenomenal. Look, BCJ, we knew that BCJ, the recent champion of North American Challengers, was going to be fine, right? We knew this guy was going to pop off. Drop 30, drop 40, what have you, right? But the rest of Outlaw Abusers also were quite impressive. Every single player on that team had star moments, not just today, but throughout the weekend. I mean, Tanaka putting it up on the Duelist. The Jet was insane for this team. And I mean, we've shouted out pretty much everyone on that roster. It's a well-deserved win. 400 ACS for BCJ.
And hey, a free ticket to fly out for the LAN at undisclosed time in the future.
Ooh, Vegas.
Ooh, you ever been to Vegas, Paul?
Not since I was very little.
Oh, we'll go gambling together. But one thing that couldn't be gambled, though, is a win here from Outlaw Abusers. I really want to give a lot of props to just the knowledge behind this team,
certainly.
Too. Recognizing the fact how on a macro level, LBB wanted to play things out, fish for gunfights, wait it out, not go for information, and truly play to the strengths that worked well so far this tournament. And map 1 to have a super clean map 2 that didn't go to OT.
And credit where it's due, Labubus, I think, played phenomenally. I was really impressed with them all weekend as well. Especially the fact that they were able to get all the way here, leaning so heavily into their own style. It was Yoru, it was Neon, and they weren't given an inch. They were not going to budge from that, even though it was a little bit avant-garde, right? A little unorthodox. They made it work. They made it look good almost everywhere. Ascent a little bit tricky to run the Neon, unfortunately, and with that being such a popular map, there were times where, you know, you can struggle a bit as a team if your Duelist's not able to take that space just because of the map geometry. But even then, they still looked good.
It was a strat that even Andy Warhol would have been proud of. Of course, though, this wouldn't be the end of a tournament without interviews, but we do need a little bit of time to set it up. So don't go anywhere. We got some pretty awesome personalities to be brought on. Notice how I said personalities. We got 2 people to bring in for the interviews.
Plural.
So don't go anywhere. We need a few minutes to set it up, and we'll be right back. welcome back, everybody. We have our amazing personalities here for the post-Grand Finals interview. We have V Kim and we have Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth. It's good to see you again.
Hello, Keg. Good to see you again, too.
So, hello. So, V Kim, I know we haven't had our interview before. Elizabeth and I, we're tight like that. We had our interview yesterday and sparked a lifelong friendship. I got to ask you, Liz, on behalf of everybody on your team, can you add up the amount of caffeine milligrams coursing through everyone's blood?
I would agree.
2,000?
Yeah, I think that's a safe guesstimate. I think
2,000 milligrams?
Yeah, I would say that's yes.
You're at your safe 400, right?
Yeah, of course.
Now, how much caffeine is in tiramisu, V Kim? Oh, that much. Also, I can't hear you, V Kim.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
There's
It's
not
at least
that
8,000 milligrams of caffeine. In
No, I
fact,
don't
V
think
Kim,
it's that much.
the voice is so like registered high pitched because of the caffeine. Only dogs and cats can hear you right now.
Oh,
Yeah, you're muted in VMix. Like all good.
Oh, okay. So you faced your idol, Elizabeth, your 1v1 champion. We got to hear it in the voice comms. You were casting yourself. Paul was afraid you'd be taking our jobs. How does it feel to defeat your idol and now become the best VCT player?
LFT ready for anything really, but no, I think if you go to my performance against Sim specifically, terrible every single time. He is, I said it, like, I don't know what you caught in the clip, but he has been a favorite duelist of mine to watch, just from a pure analyst perspective. His mechanics are incredible, and it was and when people say maybe oh, why do you think that? I could say because I experienced firsthand. A couple times I wanted to walk away from my computer with his lurk timings and stuff, but no, that was a team effort. That wasn't on me. That was all of us that pulled it together today.
I really can't wait for you to go back and watch the VODs because, especially in Haven, there was a lot of moments where you specifically saved the day from your positioning alone. You would see the enemy Yoru lurk up C site, you're hiding top plat, never discovered whatsoever. But I gotta ask, if there's one player in a future creator clash that you want to face up against and naturally defeat, who's it gonna be?
Oh, that's a great question. Honestly, I gotta give it up to my guy Just Yax. I think we've been wanting to do it together for a while, and I know I think is playing for third right now. I think, but I kept saying, if I'm gonna face you, I'm gonna get you, but we couldn't do it this time. So I really, he's so sweet, love him to death. But I need to destroy him.
Okay, valid. And now that you're a Grand Finalist winner, you're going to be getting a free ticket to the LAN later this year. Congratulations again for all of you. What are the expectations for the LAN? It's going to be a completely different atmosphere having all of your teammates together.
Yeah. Oh, no, Kim, take the question.
Hello, the caffeine's worn off.
No, don't be sorry.
VKim's never been to a LAN before. So that'll be a very different environment. And Elizabeth, of course, you're well established in the LAN scene. You've been to so many now. You're going to have to be that anchor to help out different players on your team who've never been to one before. What's that anticipation going to look like?
We were actually just talking about it before. Me and Brendan we were explaining how the in-ears work with the over-ears, how they're able to how that the audio works. I've worked with lots of stage lights before, and if you haven't worked with stage lights before, those are really hard to play under for the first time. So I can help out there, but I haven't played. I haven't even done a play test or a tech check. So I don't know what it feels like to play on that ping. I've only played on pretty okay to bad ping. So I'm excited to see what that feels, because every single player talks about how different it feels and how LAN just feels so good. And so I'm ready to see what they're finally talking about. I don't know if Kim, if you've unmuted yourself in VMix.
Hello?
Production? Oh, I hear double. That's usually a good sign. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Regardless, though, VKim, this is a very new atmosphere, I suppose, right? You're a champion now of the Grand Finals. You're going to be going to LAN later this year. What are the vibes for you right now? Is there a little bit of like nervousness? Are you excited?
You know, I haven't really like. I hear myself.
That's okay. That's okay. You got this.
Can you hear me better now, or no? We can't. Okay. Yeah, but I'm just really excited because I've never been to a LAN event before, so I don't know. I'm not really nervous when the time comes though.
Like when the reality sets in? Absolutely. Now, VKim, I have a special question for you. Your name in game is Tiramisu. What makes the best tiramisu?
Really good coffee. So the coffee
Okay.
has to be really good.
Really good coffee.
Because I make tiramisu a lot. It's actually pretty easy, but it has to have really good mascarpone cheese. It's like a type of cheese. Some people use cream cheese, but you can't use cream cheese. You have to use mascarpone.
Gotcha. That's where I've been going wrong.
Really fresh ingredients.
Okay. As our tiramisuologist, now, when you go to LAN, are you going to bring tiramisu for your team, or is it something you're gonna have to pick up like at the grocery store? Right? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, that I never even thought about that, but I don't know if I can bring it if I'm flying. So I would maybe buy it. Yeah, I'd probably purchase it, honestly. That's probably easiest.
Well, maybe we could secure like an Airbnb kitchen and we could have like a content piece making the tiramisu with your team, you, Liz, BCJ.
That's such a good idea because tiramisu is really easy. Yeah, it's just a lot of mixing.
Look, that's hard. As someone who's had tiramisu before, it's great. As someone who can't have dairy, it's also kind of great, but it's always fun to have. And of course, Liz, now that you are a champion once more, what's happening after this? Are you going to be playing in more tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. It's definitely elucidated a lot of like my kind of like idiosyncrasies when it comes to Valorant, which just kind of like in a competitive ranked is like one thing, but having a competitive environment kind of helps establish that. If I have time with broadcast and life and stuff, yeah, even just like I mean, I just said on Twitter like, no matter like even what happened today, like Kim and I were talking before, like we had never played before, and we're leaving this weekend with like as friends, and like we had inside jokes now, and just like no matter what happened, just like the vibes and just meeting these folks has been such a blessing. Um, and so if I can keep on making more friends and hanging out and keep on competing with like a team that actually happens to really vibe well together role wise, I'm down, bro. I'm down.
That sounds incredible. And Liz, of course, thank you so much for being here. Is there anyone you want to shout out?
I'm gonna spit out Brendan specifically.
Okay.
Brendan as a leader for the team. We were talking to we told him this before. He is really just kind of like the best IGL. Like we were like telling him like we obviously are not as good as you. We do have the knowledge that you have, but like you never punch down. You're never annoyed at us. You lead us with confidence and kindness, but not like babying us. But like you and you can't teach that. Like
he's a true leader.
A really true leader that you can see why he was selected to like IGL. SR and like why he's so vocal now because he's so good at it. And he's just and he's just obviously the best, kindest dude around. There's a reason everyone in the community loves him.
It's a very noble shout out.
Yeah, and so I definitely a shout out to him because I don't think without he was our captain, he was putting it all together for us. So this is all because of his hard work. And so thank you, Brendan. We love you, bestie.
Multi-game champion too, our rank 1 viscous deadlock champion as well. And VKim, of course, the same question to you as well. You're also now a champion. Do you have anybody you want to shout out?
Honestly, like my entire team. I mean, yes, Liz and I were also talking about this. This is the first time we've ever met. This is the first time we've ever played together, and we just vibed. And I've done tourneys before, and I mean, obviously, it's a great time, and I love all my previous friends I've made along the way in the tournaments, but like this tournament specifically, I feel like we really just played so well together. And I do also think Brennan or BCJ really tied it all together. Like he's just always there. You know, he's the best captain ever. He's just like, okay guys, yep, map picks, map bans, like we don't even know about it. We're just like there and he's just so good at putting us together and in the best way possible because sometimes, you know, when you get angry or you're not doing so well. For example, in that there was one game he had like 40 kills, and I'm sure at some point he can get a little frustrated at his teammates, but he never gets frustrated, and he always provides the best criticism, but in a way that's just so nice and that we can take, and that brings us up, because we could have definitely lost that game because it was like OT, and
Yeah.
we could have really lost, but I really think Brennan just made it so we could pick ourselves back up and we had that confidence in us.
That's incredible. I'm so glad you guys are highlighting BCJ. He played incredibly throughout the entire tournament. Of course, you and the rest of the Outlaw Abusers played amazingly as well. VKim, Liz, thank you so much for being here today. I'm glad we got that second interview in, Liz. VKim, is a pleasure to meet you as well. And with that, we have our champions selected for being flown out to our LAN later this year, and a little bit of extra money in your pockets as well. Thank you so much, you two.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Keg.
you
Have a
so
good
much
one.
for having us. Bye.
What
Nicely
an
done, Keg.
incredible
Nicely done.
Thank you, I appreciate that. But what an incredible team and what an incredible set of players. It's always so great to interview them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I loved the energy they were talking about, right? How a lot of them hadn't really talked, definitely hadn't played together, but they just vibe. That's what you need. Honestly, on any team. Doesn't matter what level you're playing at, you just need to find 5 people who genuinely enjoy playing together. And then of course, all that experience that BCJ brings in. That definitely helps, Keg.
I suppose, maybe like a 1%, maybe 2% at most. But I look at every player on Outlaw Abusers brought something to the table and elevated the team as a whole. And from the way they're acting, the way they're going to be making tiramisu at LAN, it really seems like they're gunning for the LAN title as champions too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has just been such a fun edition of the Creator Cup. I'm excited to see that Vegas LAN whenever we get around to that. And I mean, we just got to look back at not just Outlaw Abusers, but all 16 of the phenomenal teams that we had this whole weekend. I mean, this bracket was stacked top to middle to bottom to even before the bottom, because we had a ton of teams, half the teams, unfortunately, because we only have a limited amount of time to run these, were eliminated day one. 16 amazing teams. I mean, thank you to everyone you see on your screen here, everyone in the chats of all the different streamers, I'm sure, all the different players. It just wouldn't happen without you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being a part of this event. Thank you, our amazing production, the players, and the casters did an okay job. Thank you everybody for doing amazing for this event, and I really cannot wait for future creator clashes as well, or creator cups, excuse me. And there's the amazing production people. You guys absolutely should be following each and every single one of them, and more.
Yeah, give it up for all the people behind the screen that made this happen. Every single person, except maybe me and Keg, that you see on your screen right now, put in an insane amount of work and did a phenomenal job. So make sure you go check them out. They're all just the absolute goats. And you know who else is the absolute goat, Keg?
Who else is the absolute goat?
I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to say QoR Gaming is the absolute GOAT, the organization that helps us put on this phenomenal tournament. We already talked a little bit about their merch. Make sure you go QoRGaming.com/shop, pick up some merch, and go to QoRGaming.com/QoRHeroes so that you, yes, you right there, can get involved in the upcoming Valorant charity event that QoR Gaming is doing with Gamers Outreach Charity. The goal is to raise enough money for 3, count them, 3 go-karts. So we're going to need a lot of your help to make sure that these goats can get on the road.
Do go for goat carts.
That's a good one. Good pun to end the show on.
Thank you. That's it for us, everybody. We'll see you all next event. Thank you so much for having us on, and we'll see you soon. Have a good night.